All right, we are good to go.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. As we last left the adventurers, I believe we were somewhere near Baldur's Gate, and you guys were getting ready to head back home, back to Baldur's Gate, and pick up supplies, if memory serves. Correct?
Yes.
On your trek down the Cloud Peaks.
We need cold weather gear.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
since I don't want to pack it all that far, I want one of my mules.
Okay. The journey from the edge of the coast there back to Baldur's Gate goes pretty much without anything going on. You see a few boats heading up and down. I'm assuming you take the route back from the river, and not many things going on. Just a few merchant boats heading up and down there, and no more river traffic than normal would be. What you do see is as you get closer to Baldur's Gate, you do see a larger presence of refugees that seem to be forming on the outskirts of the city. That's one thing you notice as you approach Baldur's Gate. So just a more rustic view of it, just the main city itself. And you can see there's your plot has been marked out. It's in the upper right-hand quadrant of the map. I put the patient's compound there, or what is to be the patient's compound. The land is purchased, and that's about all it's done right now. There's not much else to it. But you're noticing that in and around the outer city, on both sides, there is a lot more homeless, a lot more refugee types, like hanging around and mulling about. As you walk through the city, you hear a lot more talk of they're most of these guys are from El Terrell, and they have fled because of the corruption and the cultists and the evil that's brewing in El Terrell. That's the major piece you get from any of the homeless people walking by. And you make it back to your house, to Chateau Landris, if you will, without incident.
Is that
didn't bother us.
Is that house that's right next to patient's compound?
Yeah, with the circle popping.
Okay.
The house at the end of the block.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I don't have a map for that yet.
Other large individual living out back.
Yes, we should probably check on Rudy.
Okay. When you get to the house, Rudy's not there, and there is a distinct layer of pretty much dust in and around the place. Like he hasn't been back in a while.
No.
Well,
at least, and I mean distinct layer meaning the place is dusty and has been unused. It hasn't been, there's not 4 pounds of dust on there, but
right.
Check. Is his stuff gone? Like, did he pack up and leave?
No, his stuff is still there. But he packs pretty light anyway. He's only got a couple of things.
He takes off for weeks anyway.
Yeah,
true.
Just keep staying.
What time of the day is it?
It's about mid-afternoon. Okay. Call it 2 p.m.
Let's spend today getting ready, getting all our stuff, double checking it. We can head out in the morning if that suits.
Is there a note or anything from Rudy?
He can't ride, I don't think.
It would have a big X on it.
What you do when Rudy signs things, he licks his palm and sticks it to stuff.
Oh.
Either way, you don't want to read it. Okay. Okay. So you guys can spend the night here. You can. There's time during the day if you want to go and hit some shops as well.
Well, there's not a whole lot I'll need, but I will need a few things. Make sure I've got new winter blankets.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably going to have to buy winter clothes.
Yeah, I'm
buy winter clothes. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
do
should probably buy a winter outfit. I've got a traveler's outfit.
Yeah, you likely don't have you likely don't have the required, if you will.
That barely wears breeches and a vest, much less else.
What is
Barely wears pants and a vest.
right?
That's fair.
Yeah, big boy, you're gonna have to put on boots.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's entirely.
But yes, I am going to go buy some winter clothing.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go get some clothes.
And whatever else cold weather gear means.
Yes.
Well, winter blankets, a winter tent, which is different from the summer tents.
All right. Oops. There, I've made you the chateau. You guys can move yourselves around as you see fit.
Okay.
Always.
I'm gonna go check on the mules.
Mm-hmm. They appear to all be there
And alive.
and alive.
Okay. Happy with them. Well, you never know.
You never know.
I'm gonna go check the garden.
And Chai ends up he ends up going and taking off towards the monastery as soon as you guys get back. He takes header back down to the Saloon's temple to inform them of what has happened and transpired. Okay.
All right.
So cold weather gear is pretty standard. It's a few gold for all of you included. It's not very expensive.
Right.
Is there anything specific you guys need to grab before you head to the Cloud Peaks?
Some pittance.
Okay.
And
you can find them.
crampons.
You can find them in town at 10% off. As your reputation is starting to grow, the places you normally frequent, down in the wide, the Amber Dunes seem to know you a little bit, and you guys have got some friends there in and around the place, and they can get you some deals. Whatever you get standard gear, you'll get you 10% off.
I do have 5 pittons on me, so we can always get more.
Okay.
Because I don't have a mount, so what do they have? What is available?
Well, if we're going in the mountains, you want a mule.
An elephant?
I wasn't planning on
Thank you,
riding
Kajira.
one anyway. I was planning on a pack animal.
Yeah, Kajira going straight for the elephant.
Is there goats? Is there?
You can get a goat, but they're not really good for. A goat isn't really a great pack animal, nor is it very. Does it listen very well?
A big mountain goat that I can ride.
And Kajira's elephant would probably eat it, or her drake might, depending on what she does.
How much for the winter gear? I'll just buy that for everybody.
in total, you should be able to get most of the basic stuff for about 5 gold. It's not very expensive.
5 gold
per person.
No, total.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna put winter gear in my.
I know. I'm looking for it in the deal too.
It'll be a custom thing.
Trying to find where it is too. I'm like,
What are you looking for?
Winter gear itself.
Is it called winter gear?
It's it is, but I don't think it's there. It shows it here being being found in the DM's guide. So yeah, it's just winter gear.
All right.
Okay, custom item.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to go see Poe at some point, but I'll let everybody else. I'll follow everybody else around.
Real quick.
Sorry, what was that? 9?
He said that he was going to wait on somebody because he was doing something. I said, "Go ahead. I'm looking up something real quick."
Okay.
I guess off to Poe.
Okay. Before you guys have your lunch in the house there, and can everybody roll me a perception check, please?
Okay. Perception. Deception. Perception. 11.
I don't see.
Kajira is concerned with petting her Drake. Okay.
Yeah.
And so is 9.
Yep,
9 is completely enthralled by that.
9's in the outhouse. That's
Nine's in the
where
outhouse.
9's at.
All right, Venturian Moon. When you're going through the kitchen, you guys notice that in the middle of the table, one of the roses, like the flowers that are there, it's not as wilted as the others. It's in the vase, but you guys notice it's not as wilted.
I'll check the rose.
Okay. As you pull out the rose, you notice that it has a note attached to it.
Okay, let's read the note.
I know where you're going. This should help you get there faster. It'll take you to the base and back. Your friend, R.
Oh. Guys, we may have some transportation.
Looks good.
We'll still want a mule to take us up the mountain.
Can I buy an ox?
You can.
I want to buy 2. I want to buy one for a mountain per pack.
You're gonna mount an ox?
I want to ride an ox.
He's gonna paint it blue. Call it Babe.
Okay. You do manage to find a riding ox, but they are expensive. They cost about as much as a riding horse because they are trained. Okay.
Okay. That doesn't bother me. It'll be something sturdier with not a big ass.
It shouldn't bother you.
What about a mule? How much is a mule?
I've got mules.
You've got mule?
You guys have a dozen.
5 mules.
Okay. Yeah, there's more than that there. You guys got quite a bit more. You guys keep collecting them. Kajira, when you're passing through the house, you notice that under that in the carpet in the living room, you notice there's something like something written underneath the carpet. And upon further inspection, you move the carpet back. You see, it's a circle very similar to the circles that you found down in Ray's underground lair.
Oh.
But it was very well hidden, and you just happened to notice it because it was just that corner there because you were, intently thinking about, well, how are we going to get there? It must be a portal or something. Wait a minute, what's that? You noticed
Right.
there before.
And I'll let everybody know what I just found.
Okay.
Portholes
How big is a
Well, we
mastiff?
may not need the riding animals.
A mastiff?
Yeah,
It's a dog.
I was just looking
Big
up.
dog.
Big
I was just
dog.
looking up mounts, and it said mastiff, and I was like, how big is
That's
that?
for gnomes.
Okay.
Gnomes, halflings can ride a dog. Yeah. Kobolds, things like that.
Okay.
Possibly a fairy. A fairy could ride a chihuahua if they want to, but
Fairies ride corgis.
A turtle, a small turtle.
a small turtle could ride a mastiff. That'd be a fun looking thing.
A mastiff could ride a big turtle.
That'd be funnier.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, well.
We have a way.
Go ahead, Ventura.
We have a way of teleporting there, but we still need to get up. And if this is what I think it is, we won't be able to bring all the animals with us.
True, but
We could bring a couple though, maybe.
well, if it gets us there, we don't have to have the animals.
Yeah, unless we wanted something to carry things for us up the hill.
Well,
Through some deduction, you might be able to get 3 animals there, or 1 ox and a mule, or 3 mules in the circle with you. That's with you guys packing it in, like you're sitting on top of them. Because your Drake, you'll have to say goodbye for a minute and have him go to the nether.
Right. I thought about putting a pack saddle on my Drake to pack my stuff, but if I pop him in and out, will that be possible to have the gear on him?
I don't know the answer to the question. That's an interesting dilemma. By the time you try that, we can find out here. I think it would stay because a saddle does stay too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know with some familiars, they drop any equipment they were carrying, but that's also a bigger familiar and a different concept. So
Yeah, I would say that small saddlebags, so just your standard gear, so enough that a backpack worth you could have on the Drake itself.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Awesome.
Before I go to pose, 9, you're planning on riding the ox?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride one, and
Would
we can't take both of them.
then I'll ride and pack one. I should be able to carry enough on one.
Oh yeah.
Saddle of the Cavalier, would that fit on an ox, being a magical saddle? Yes. Well, if you're going to buy...
As you put it on, you see that when you go to stretch the leather strapping around, it just keeps going and going and going, makes its way all the way around until it hooks on.
Well, I've been hanging on to this thing, so if you would like to use the saddle of the Cavalier, that way you can't be dismounted and disadvantaged against attack rolls.
Absolutely.
All right, I will pass that on to 9 for his ox.
Taking up way too much space in the bag of holding. Yep.
Oh no, I've just been carrying it around apparently because it wasn't even in the bag of holding.
So clearly Venturi's had a saddle strapped to his backpack the entire time.
Somebody could have just, well, it was more for whenever I change into like a V shape that somebody could ride on me.
I kept telling him that nobody could ride the 9.
Wow. Ride the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have turned into a horse and then had the saddle of Cavalier. That way nobody could be dismounted while riding me.
There's a joke there. I'm not going to make it.
But yeah, you can
Grift,
add that
you're
to
doing
your
very
inventory.
hard.
I'll delete
Well
it from
done,
here.
Grift, I'm impressed. You didn't say anything. That hurt him to say. Moon, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to go to a temple and pray.
Okay. You can do
Just
that.
for good transport and good luck up there.
Okay.
Did
Okay, you go head over to the Temple of Osiris. And go ahead and roll your D100 as your prayer.
not take?
I think I did the right ones.
It's all in a second. If it's 3,000, no.
2.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
I can't roll for beans today.
You rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, I'm getting all my low
No,
rolls out
she
of the
rolled double zeros in 2.
Wow. Okay, so 9, you find your ox.
Okay, yep.
His name is Windsong.
Windsong, I like it.
Good name.
And he's an ornery bitch.
Okay, we'll get along fine.
You guys will get along great. You're of the same mind. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Warcaster, is that the one that I can cast spells while still having a shield on?
I believe so.
Okay, I don't have that. All right, that's what I was thinking it was, but I couldn't remember. All right. Yeah.
So, and Bernie, you said you were asking for safe travels and what?
And just, the best of luck.
Best of luck. Okay.
Asking for Osiris to show me mercy. So I
Okay.
might be strong.
Okay. All right. So, anybody else? What's going on?
I need to go to Poe, and I need to sell a magical item, and then I might have a couple of other things that I need to sell as well.
All right. So you can go to Pose for sure.
All right. And I'm going to ask him how much he would give me for the Ring of Telekinesis.
Ooh. Of course you're going to ask him that.
Do we get 10% more because of our rep?
Wow, just pulling, reaching for it, eh? Okay.
This being a very rare item, I was like,
yeah, very rare. Okay. And for the very rare item, actually, you have the physical check here. I'm consulting the book.
oh, the book.
The book. Okay, so he says, give me a second, and I will look and see. It's one of the more common ones. We have a few of those, but they are expensive. I tell you what. Do you want credit or do you want cash? Because if it's cash, I can't give you as much, but if you want credit, I can possibly give you credit towards something else. But
what do you have in stock that may interest us? We are traveling up into the mountains.
For Mountain, I can possibly, have some magical cold weather cloaks if you want to use those.
Do they require attunement?
Don't believe so. No, they don't. I have 3 of them. But you'd actually owe me money if we wanted to talk about that.
What would these cloaks do per se? Is it just like cold resistance?
They give you resistance against cold. Yes.
Okay. Player-wise, is it kind of like the Winterland boots or boots of the
kind of
Winterland?
close to that. It's more of armor of resistance, but it's just a cloak.
Okay. If you wear any... Okay, so
There's basically like a cloak. He's got a cloak, a shirt, and a cloak. So 2 cloaks and a shirt.
okay. What's the damage look like?
Well, at the end of the day, I think I could probably let them go. If you for about 500, if you paid me 500 gold and the ring.
500 and the ring. Ugh. It's a little steep. Maybe.
Guys got to make a living too.
Well, yes, of course. And I mean, with this ring, that's definitely a chunk of money back in your pocket as well.
Yeah, but I gotta find a buyer. Everybody wants the cold weather stuff. They go in the mountains. Winter is coming. That sort of thing.
Oh, winter's coming. I didn't know that.
Well, eventually it's coming.
Winter's always coming.
Well, I do have a box of 5 large gems. Would you be interested in any gems for trade as well, along with the ring?
We could, yeah. What kind of gems we're looking here?
I don't actually have what the gems are. I know we found a box of 5 large gems.
Where?
I don't remember where. It was after.
Doesn't help me very much.
I believe it would be after Ray. No. It was before we went to Ray. Box of 5 large gems.
Well, I mean, with them not being cut or appraised, I'd have to get an appraiser. It would take a couple of weeks to get that done because I don't know anybody. So.
You know what, Poe? We've done good. Yeah, I'll pay the 500 gold.
Okay. You're not real good at this haggling business, are you?
It's never been my forte. I'm not a very persuasive person.
Because we're friends, I can't. Okay, give me 200 gold. We'll call it a day. I was just messing with you a little bit. Gee whiz.
Okay.
Learn to haggle here in the wide. It's just not good.
I need to work on being more persuasive. It's just not really my forte.
Yes, you should. Yeah, and I'm not really a good liar either. Jeez. All right. So, yeah, you have yourself. You've got yourself 3 cloaks of cold resistance, which would function as cold weather gear in an event of that.
Okay, so wearing our cold weather gear plus the cloaks means we could survive more intense coldness.
That's correct. You wouldn't need either. You could either have the cloak or the cold weather gear.
Okay.
Therefore, 9 could still run around in his vest.
Hey, I'll me some cold weather gear, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I use? Well, the boots of the Winterlands is an attunement item, so I'll just create one. Custom item.
Okay.
Cloak of cold resistance. Venturi's going to take one of them. Does anybody else want? There's 2 more of them.
9 doesn't want it.
All right.
Sure, I'll take it.
He's still trying to get used to putting boots on his feet right this second.
Okay.
Now, does this give us the resistance to cold, like the
Yes.
defensive ability?
Yes.
Resistance to cold.
Now you said 2 cloaks and a shirt, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I would like the shirt
All right.
and put it on under my armor.
Shirt of cold resistance.
And I'll grab a cloak if no one wants it.
Anybody? Going once? Twice? Boom.
And that's a custom item, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't made it up, sorry. But
Okay.
But if you click defenses, you can add cold resistance to your
yeah,
defenses.
you can add cold resistance to your fences. Okay. Kajira, what are you doing right now?
I just finished all my backpacks, saddlebags, or whatever, stocked up full of
Got
everything.
it all stocked up and full and everything else? Okay.
Yep.
All right. And is anybody staying at the house?
I am. Oh, when I get done buying my hogs.
Yeah, you guys all went out buying stuff today, except for we have one in the temple, you at the Ox Warehouse. Landris is.
Well, apparently Landris is with Venturi because he got those shirt of cold resistance.
That we can do that when we get back to the house or whatever. But
Yeah.
Okay, then I had no reason to go out.
Okay.
I was at the house, found symbols on the ground under the.
Sit. You're at the house. What? Sorry.
I said I was at the house obviously because I found the symbols on the under the carpet.
Right. Yeah, that was before. I was assuming that was before everybody left, but yeah, okay, because you guys were all talking about it. But okay, yeah, if you stayed at the house, so you and Landris there. You guys get approached at the house. So Landris and Kajira, there is a group of people that come to the house, and they're asking for money, and you can see they are very, very emaciated. It's a family of 4, mother and father and 2 young children, and they're like, please, do you have any food, water, or lodgings? We can work here. Anything, please. Money, anything, please. We're desperate. We've been run out of our homes at El Terrell.
Let me think a second. We're going to be leaving soon. And I show them the plot of land behind us. It's going to be ours.
Yeah. It's been marked off, obviously.
Right. We need that cleared. Now, I don't expect y'all to clear the whole thing, but if you'll work on clearing that and make sure my mules stay fed.
We can pitch a tent for them.
You can, yeah. We'll pitch tents for them. You can have whatever grows in the garden, and you can have the stores of food we have in the house.
And I'll put 5 gold at it for miscellaneous stuff.
Okay. You're willing to give us lodgings and food in exchange for this?
It's tents. You know, I mean, you're going to have to cook on an outdoor fire. In addition to looking after my mules and doing a little bit of clearing work.
Would it be too much if we used your facilities inside? They seem to be well. Your well goes into your house. If we can, if you're opening your pantry to us, we can make sure it's stocked for you and keep the house clean. And the woman's like, I've done cleaning for some royalty as a young girl before I became a mother. I could have the house spick and span from top to bottom.
Right now, let's leave it as what I said. I'll give you plenty of water for right now. I need to talk to some of my partners, and then we'll decide. Okay? They'll be back in a little while.
That would be great. We don't have a tent though. Do you have a tent?
Yeah, I give them a tent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They start to set up a tent over just on the off to the side there, just behind the outhouse, like a fair ways down. Of course, upwind.
Okay, wizards. When you get back,
If Rudy comes,
users, I'm going to ask if y'all have the ability to detect lies.
Okay, wizards. Is that what you said?
Well, they're magic users. Priests,
right.
warlocks, whatever you want.
I have a +8 to insight, so
I was hoping for a yes or no detect lie, you know.
I have the ability to stand over them and see if they're shit themselves.
That isn't necessarily a lie detector, but it is an effective way to see if you can empty a person's bowels.
how do we edit a custom item?
You go to your inventory.
Yeah.
You hit manage inventory, and below the filter by type, proficient, common, magical, add custom item.
Okay.
Yep. And
But I'm not able to edit it for cold resistance from there.
No. We can add it. Just put it in your.
Okay,
in your
I've got it. So
yeah.
Okay, I just thought there was a way of customizing it.
Not easily.
Okay.
Only because I was and if Venturi keeps talking, in his silence bubble.
Oh, you'd have to create a whole homebrew item for that. So if you just go to defenses next to armor and click that, you can add cold resistance to yourself.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
But no, I don't have a magic way of telling truth or lie. I can put a fire underneath them.
Oh, you have lots of ways of.
I can torture them until they tell us the truth.
No. No, we don't.
Okay, we're going to torture you and then leave. Go.
What do y'all think about letting them use the facilities?
I would want to talk to them and maybe have someone who's very insightful to see if they're telling the truth, maybe.
Honestly, how much stuff do we keep here that's important? Nothing, really.
Maybe a few books. Whatever. Landers doesn't have a lot of heirlooms.
It's basically walls and a rope with a couple of beds.
my only worry would be Rudy coming home. What would Rudy do?
Hurt him.
There.
And we do need to warn them about Rudy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remembered that. Because that'd have been a funny interaction.
Warn them about Rudy and leave a note that they will have to read to Rudy.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we bring them in and y'all can talk to them?
Oh, I'll talk to
them.
him.
Glower.
I'll talk to him, all right. The little
No flaying, no whipping, no bleeding.
All Kajira's do is say, just snap her fingers and go, and then Drake appears behind her back. That's enough, probably, to make them poop themselves if the half orc doesn't do it, and with the fire under her ass.
As Landris said, no whipping. Venturi's sitting there with a thorn whip. That. Oh, okay.
Yeah, damn it!
Show the whip. This ought to be good.
I don't even care. I'm just going to crop dust.
They've spoken to the elf, relatively normal, but now they get to get the warlock the half orc, the dragonkin. Oh, this ought to be fun.
You kids. Yeah, you kids. And Moon returns here. After a few hours, you guys are all sort of huddled around. And you guys get there, and I go. Everybody roll. Everybody except for Moon roll perception, please.
21.
Okay, Landris, you see when you're looking away, you can see that Moon has a glow about her. When you look at her, it's gone. It's very, very, and Kajira, you notice it too. But it's like if you're looking straight ahead, you see it here peripherally. When you look over to it, it's not there. You look away, you look back. Okay,
Hey,
it's
Moon,
weird.
Where did you go?
Went to the church, prayed to Osiris.
Okay. Cool beans.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong.
No, everything's fine.
Just curious, you know.
Now she has nothing to worry about.
How freaking hard were you praying?
On my way.
Yeah. You're like, how hard did she pray at the church? Jesus, she prayed herself clean. Okay. So, your interaction now that everybody's there. Landris, take it away, my friend.
All right, I bring them in. I explained to everybody that they came looking for food, maybe a handout. I'm looking more toward using food and facilities as payment for keeping our place up. Maybe doing a little clearing work out back. Obviously, Rudy's not around all the time. We're lucky the mules weren't starved to death. So what do y'all think?
It's
I
fine
think
with
we
me.
should have a little chat with them.
That's very much. In fact, I would like y'all to hide in the bedroom, except for Moon, and I'll introduce you one by one. I'll bring them in, sit them on this couch, and then I'll introduce them one by one. Then y'all can have y'all's chat with them.
Question: is anybody good at lying?
I have a -1 to deception.
I have a +4. I was just wondering if anybody had better.
Anybody has better? No, Venturi, you're the devious one.
You're the liar in the group.
Okay.
Liar.
You might cook up a little cantrip that just casts light around or something.
I have an idea.
It seem like you're scanning them or something.
Yeah, I have an idea. I was just wondering because I might have needed to tag team with if somebody had something better. But
okay, should I go get them? All right, Moon, if you'll stay here, the rest of y'all hide.
I don't have to.
She's already met him.
I've already met him.
She's already met them. All right, I go out and I get them and I bring them in. Come on.
Woohoo!
All right, y'all met Kajira earlier, and I motioned to Kajira.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Moon. She's our priestess.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple of others. We have Venturi. Hey, Venturi, come on.
Hey, what's it, Landris? Who are these people?
Oh, these are some people I'm thinking about hiring to take care of the place while we're away.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
I wanted to discuss it with y'all first and give y'all a chance to talk to them. And there's one other in our party you've got to meet. Hey, 9. 9. This is 9.
Dinner smells wonderful.
Do you sneak up behind the women on the chair? Seriously? So the mother and the daughter are sitting on the chair. The daughter's about 15, 14 years old, and the son is about 11 or 12. And the dad looks about mid-30s, early 30s, and the mother looks about the same, late 20s, early 30s. So you can tell they had their kids early.
I was just laying down right between them.
She screams.
He don't bite.
And they both jump off the couch and turn around. Oh, you're not going to eat us, are you?
Oh, don't mind mine. He's very friendly. He's a distinguished
Can you tell
member
by
of
the
our
expression on his face?
No, I'm not going to eat you. You're not even cooked.
So who might you all be?
Okay, she doesn't faint. Good. Okay. Oh, just. Oh, hi there. I'm Samuel. This is my wife Tabitha, my son Billy, and they stand up and they give a little bow, and my daughter Tamara. We are the Toths.
The Tots?
Toth.
Toth.
No, they're the Tots, the little wee ones.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
well, Billy's he's grown up now, but he was a wee.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Moon. As Landris has already introduced you.
Tabitha says, "Oh, that's lovely. That's very lovely.
Yes,
Thank you."
Yes, it's very nice to meet you. And where do you hail from?
We're from El Terrell. Well, in the outskirts of El Terrell.
And what's happening in El Terrell?
Sam? Well, it's have you not been? It's gotten very bad. We're afraid. We left our home there because we think our neighbors are. And she says, "No, don't." We think they're demons.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Demons,
Very,
you say?
Terrible.
And we really, we didn't feel safe there, and it wasn't much of a house. It was we were only renting the bottom floor, but the people upstairs, all hours of the night, were making noises and chanting and weird scratching, and the children were scared, and you can see it's visibly affecting Tamara even talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And you've come here, and what is your business here?
To find work.
I'm going to lean over to Venturi. Can you detect good and evil?
I mean, she worked as a maid for most of her
spells. Make sure.
I mean, Tabitha did, and I've just done mostly odd jobs. I've done some guard work, but primarily this mostly farming. I grew up from a farmer's background and went to the city, and not a lot of farming jobs there. So guard work, but working with my hands was not foreign to me. So I'm happy to clear your land. You have tools. We didn't bring anything with us.
I can protect from it, but I can't detect it.
To take care of the place,
including
an extra sword or two in case you need to defend yourself.
I'm gonna move.
I have my dagger.
Yeah, sword better. Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the center of the room. Now this isn't gonna hurt anybody or anything. This is just a safety precaution for ourselves to make sure that everything is truthful. Make sure that nobody's lying on either side. Landris, if I could get your help real quick, I'm gonna cast a zone of truth, but I'm actually gonna cast Lehman's tiny hut. I'm gonna cast that, and once the bubble's created, you guys can walk in. Moon 9, if you'll escort them in, that way we can make sure that everything is very above the board.
And I'm gonna roll insight as well.
Yeah, and Ventura, I'm going to need his deception check on you too, please. And go ahead and roll your insight. So I need deception and an insight, please. Good deception. 9 insight. Oh, this is great so far.
Nobody was helping me with that, were they? No.
Nope. Nice try, though. So
I have a +8 to insight, which means I rolled a 3.
I know.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
We had
what gives?
A 2 and 2 3s that you guys rolled. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay.
Dude, they're not bad.
Okay. They don't appear to be lying at all. They all seem way above board.
So, what do y'all think?
So you cast the Lehman's tiny hut?
Mm-hmm. I cast.
All right. So they stand outside, and the children are like, "Whoa," because they can see that it's shimmering, and yeah.
You guys can come in. It's not going to hurt you, I promise.
Okay.
And that's me giving them permission to come in, because I have to give permission to people, I guess, to get in it.
Yeah. They walk in.
Escort them in.
Okay. Okay.
It's like I said, this is just a protective circle. Also, you can't lie. So
really a neat thing.
Yeah, it's something I've been working on.
Handy to have around.
So what do you not want us to lie about? And this is kind of, Tabitha is looking right at you, Venturi, and saying, "What do you not want us to lie about right now?"
Are you who you say you are?
I am Tabitha. These are my children, and that's my husband. Yes.
See, let me give you a scenario. What if y'all were the demons in that household? Y'all slaughtered your upstairs neighbors and then came to Baldur's Gate looking for more people to slaughter. It's plausible, is it not?
Samuel says, "That's very devious."
Well, they're demons. I mean, demons, devious, you know.
Building a fire.
I've never thought about it that way, but that makes perfect sense, yes.
So we not only have a duty to protect ourselves and our place here, but we have a duty to protect the rest of Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on us to make sure you are who you say you are.
Well, that would be that makes sense.
Do I need to call my dragon?
I'm building a fire in the oven in case they are the demon. That way I can cook them.
Okay.
I ain't eating demon.
You ain't eating demon. Okay.
Are you going to steal from us when we're gone? Remember,
no.
This is a zone of truth.
And they're all like, "No, why would we steal from you?"
Insight.
You've offered us. We've offered us everything you've needed, or you've offered us anything anything you possibly need. Well done, another 3. And they again, they look fine. You've offered us everything we possibly need. There's no need for us to steal from you at all. We're happy to do the work. If we do a good job, maybe if you have some spare silver or copper lying around, we would very much like
operating expenses when we leave.
5 gold. I gave his wife 5 gold.
You gave? Oh, I missed that. So it's just, this is for us.
Yes, in case you guys need anything extra besides the gardening stuff.
To buy a mule? You have 5 of them.
No.
It's in case you need anything to fix, grow, repair, whatever.
Feed for the
Operating
animals.
expenses.
Oh, okay. And Samuel says, I'm pretty good with animals. I have been since I was very young. But yeah, we can tend to the animals, of course. That was
Watch
part of
the
the plan.
brown hen; she'll peck you to death.
All right.
Oh, and we got to warn you, Rudy. He's not here right now. We don't know where he's at.
Yeah, y'all need to know about Rudy.
Oh, please do explain.
You think I scared you?
Can we leave this here? It's a little cramped in here.
Yeah, I'll drop the bubble.
Dispel it.
Okay. Thank you. May we sit?
Sit.
Yes.
Okay.
You said you're good with animals.
Yes.
What's your background?
Well, I'm a farmer.
Well, yes.
We had some farm. Well, we had cows and chickens and goats and some other animals.
Does there seem to be anything more to her than that, as far as like?
That's Samuel.
Oh, that's Samuel.
She's sitting there smiling at you the whole time.
Oh.
Oops.
He's the one who said that he's good with animals?
Yes.
Do I sense anything kinship-wise between me and him as far as like the druidic ties and things? Would that be insight or something?
That would be an insight, but no.
No? Okay. She's not saying anything.
Nope, she's not saying anything.
You don't really talk much, do you? Talking directly to her.
Not when I'm placed in a zone of truth. It is kind of unnerving. The air changes inside.
Yeah, but if you would bathe, the air wouldn't change so much.
Can I insight to see if she bought any of it? Like to see if she has arcane
insight. And if your DC keeps getting higher, just so you're aware. But roll another one here and let's see if you can beat this one out here.
Okay.
Big bucks, no whammies.
14.
14. You feel that she may know more than she leads on, but it just could be just the fact that she's smiling at you and you haven't seen a pretty girl smile at you for a while.
Like
I walk over, I scooch over, and I sit down, push them two together, and sit down on the couch right next to her.
Well, you're sitting next to the boys, but yeah.
Oh, well, okay, well, I'll go over. I'll scooch right in here then.
Okay. And they're a little bit. She's a little unnerved. Poor Tamara's like just sitting quietly. And remember, they look very emaciated too. Like they look like they haven't eaten for a few days.
There's more to you than meets the eye, isn't there?
We haven't told y'all about Rudy. We told you his name, but
okay. So you have a friend coming by.
He lives back there in a tent. He don't like to live in a building.
Oh, okay.
He's
outdoorsy type.
Guy.
What's that?
He's a big guy,
like yourself.
Bigger.
I'm a small guy. He's a big guy.
Are we talking here?
Think ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rudy's an ogre.
Rudy's a very nice ogre.
Very
he
nice.
Loves children.
He does.
Need them to talk to them to help them do better.
He's kind of like a big kid.
Thing going where he was taking care of some orphans.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool, but if he comes back, just leave him alone and leave the immediate area around his tent alone.
Yes. Don't mess with this stuff.
So find a tent out there, just leave it alone. Okay.
Yeah, it's an overpass tent. I mean,
we'll stick around here, but what can we clear out there? Can you just do we stay inside the the boundary there? Because I can see it's been surveyed.
You stay inside the survey.
Okay.
Inside the survey belongs to us. Well, to me. But it's what's mine is my friends, my business partners, if you will.
Okay.
And honestly, the clearing is not the major part. The tending the garden, keeping the house up, the tending the animals. If you wanted to expand the garden, that's doable. The tools are in a shed out there.
We will do what we can for you.
There should be plenty of supplies here to last quite a while, but if you
can use the kitchen here. You can eat at the table, but our bedrooms stay ours.
Oh, that'd be fine. No worries. Thank you.
Y'all cool with that?
And I'll even raise you a little bit here. We are the lot that you'll be clearing, the area that's being cleared. We're basically going to be putting a prairie, in place there. Mm-hmm. We will be looking for caretakers and gardeners to take care of things there once it is built. So you might consider this as a audition.
That would be fine. Now, and Tabitha speaks up. I can see here that some of the pillows here need mending. Would you be against if I went through and did some of the mending throughout the house?
As long as you keep a list of what you do like that, we'll make sure you're aptly compensated.
That'd be fine. Do you have any clothes here? Which of course, you have changes of clothes that would need tending and just regular maintenance. I can do that for you as well.
There's a bin under each bed where we keep our extras.
I barely wear the ones I got on.
Well, I hope what you have there is but looking at what you're wearing now, I'm sure I have my work cut out for you with what's left over there. If these are your good clothes. She makes a joke.
Now, for the first order of business for y'all.
First order business?
People,
dinner for everybody.
We don't have to cook.
But I like cooking.
We don't like you cooking.
They like it when I cook.
So you'd like us to cook dinner?
Yeah, for everybody.
All right.
I will go cook dinner for everybody.
I'm bullshit intolerant.
You're bullshit intolerant? Okay, you start to sneeze. Because 9 said he could cook dinner. And that everybody liked his cooking.
Nobody's ever told me to my face that they don't like it.
9, I don't like your cooking.
No, what do you know?
So Tabitha and Tamara will help you prepare some dinner, Kijir.
I'm going to keep my eye on the lady, Tabitha.
Okay.
That's the wife, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on her.
And they head outside. And says, are you against us taking one of the animals, having a chicken, or
you want to
supplies, don't we? Salt, meat.
Oh, I thought you wanted to prepare something. Okay, wait.
Oh, I mean, yeah, go ahead. Take a chicken. Just make sure the hens sit some more so we replace them.
You guys have a plethora of livestock. It's because it's a cordoned off area that, and they're starting to get a little bit. You have chicks and hens running all over the place. You know that the foxes have their way of your yard. You're a fox feeding ground essentially. Okay. You need a dog.
Oh, not while Rudy was here. Get the fox population down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So okay. So the dinner comes up, and the Kijiri they cook you up a couple of or bring in a couple of good hens, and they're cleaned and ready to go. And
I'm gonna take Tabitha and Billy for a little walk around the garden.
the kids or the mother and the son.
Sorry, Tamara and Billy,
Okay.
the kids.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm just gonna chat with them a little bit.
You gonna get us some fresh veggies?
I think we will. Let's get
Okay.
some vegetables.
Yeah, to go with the chicken. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna take Tamara and Billy, and
Yes.
we're gonna go to the garden,
Yes,
and I'm just gonna put some.
Yep.
I'm gonna have some small talk with them. I'm gonna ask them about their schooling, about what they've been up to in El Terrell. Ask them to describe, their home, maybe reminisce a little bit.
Well, they tell you that he's been learning from his dad. He learned to shoot a bow and wield a sword and a dagger and fight a little bit from his dad. And she's learning how to be a proper lady. They don't have anything formal for schooling, but they enjoy El Terrell, but it has been scary. The last few months have been increasingly. You don't want to go out in the streets. Their friends have gone missing, and every time they tell their mom and dad, and Tamara really controls the conversation, keeping Billy quiet because he seems a little more afraid because he's a little younger, and she's like, we wanted to get out of there. It was just everything was scary. All my friends that I've in and around our neighborhood, they went missing, and we don't know what happened to them. And mom and dad started using. I overheard them in the rooms. They were talking about demons and devils and something about the three and the triad of something. We didn't get all of it, and a couple days later we left, and we left without really anything, and the journey took a long time. We forged through the woods. Mom can find berries and food, and Dad is pretty good at hunting, but he didn't bring any of his weapons with him or his armor. We just left in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna roll an insight.
Sure.
Maybe I'll get a 4 this time. Woo! 28.
Oh, 28. Good job, Moon.
Finally.
You can tell that she's being reserved about discussing it, but nothing she said was. She said it as nicely as she could, but she doesn't appear to be lying.
So I'm gonna put my hand out and ask for Tamara's hand, and I'm gonna put my hand on top of it and basically say, if there's anything going on, you can tell me. We're gonna trust you in our home. You have to be truthful with us.
We will do our best. And Billy says, "Why are you glowing?"
I'm not glowing.
I just saw you glowing.
Oh. Well, that's strange. Is it a good glow or a bad glow?
I don't know, but you were glowing. Are you a god?
No, afraid not. Not today. I was praying today.
Oh.
I'm a very devout follower of Osiris.
You'll have to show me how to do that, because that's neat.
Indeed. When we return from our journey, perhaps this is something we will do.
Yes, and you see him doing a lot of looking away from you, and then back and back and back a lot. Like he's doing it where you can notice it. And every time he does, he smiles a little bigger.
So I take the young boy's hand and I say the same thing, where, if there's anything that he wants to say, he can trust me.
Okay, can I glow like you?
Well, We can certainly work on that, but I think you'd have to be a very devout follower of a god.
I can try. You said Osiris?
I follow Osiris. I do.
Okay. That's different than Mom and Dad. They've told us we can find our own way, but they follow what's his name? Her name. And Tamara says, we don't talk about Mom and Dads. We're supposed to follow our own way. They're followers of Sylvanus.
Oh, yes, I've heard the name. Of course. Of course. It's wonderful.
Yeah, Sylvanus. That's the pretty lady of the elves, I think.
Yes. That's wonderful. Well, if you're interested in Osiris, I would be happy to teach you everything I know, but it would have to be upon our return.
Okay. He seems eager. He's excited.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, shall we get some carrots and go inside?
You get some carrots.
Okay.
What's
And
the
I let
dad's
them
name again?
I let them go in the garden to see if they know what they're doing.
Gotta make some butter.
He doesn't. he knows how to eat and raid a garden, but she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. Okay.
He's a young boy still. He
Okay.
seemed almost a little bit immature too at times.
What's the dad's name again?
Samuel.
Sam. Sam.
Yes, sir.
When you get if and when you get to clearing the land, you're welcome to use the trees that you fell to build a more permanent shelter.
Here?
Well, back there on that. Understand that when we put in, he calls it a priory. I call it a citadel. That whatever you build will probably be torn down. But yeah, you could build something better than a tent on our land.
Well, your structure here seems fairly sound. We could possibly build would a barn be something that would be, maybe if we built a barn-like structure and then
that's what you want, that's fine.
Well, just something that can be used later, possibly.
Well, see, my thoughts is you can use this for living, but not for sleeping, because the bedrooms are ours. Where will you sleep?
Well, we have the tents outside. That'll be sufficient.
That's what I was meaning. You could build a better sleeping quarters, be it a log cabin or a yurt or whatever you fancy.
What's that?
If you wish to build a barn and sleep in it,
well, a larger structure kind of thing.
If you wish to build a barn and sleep in it, that would be fantastic. I think a barn would serve us well here.
I think so.
We'll put up we'll use one of your tents, but maybe we might combine. You said you had 2 tents.
Yes.
Yeah. If we might,
I struck one off and Landra struck one off.
Yeah, we will probably combine them so we can have them together as one and use some of the log here and make, like you say, I don't call them yurts; they're just circular tents. But yeah, much larger though.
Our tents are summer tents. We'll be taking our winter tents up where we're going.
Mm. Oh, that'd be fine. That absolutely will. I don't know if I'll have the. How long are you planning on going for? 2, 3 seasons?
We don't know.
We don't know. I think the last time we were gone a season, but
okay,
it's hard to tell.
I will ensure that we. So we'll if you're going multiple seasons, I'll be sure to do what we can to encourage the animals to breed, and so we can have more of them. And we'll try to eat as much poultry for the meat sources as we can, because they're pretty prolific around here.
Just don't let what's in the larder go bad, you know?
Yes, sir.
Rather somebody eat it.
Don't worry, Billy eats everything. when we let him.
All of
He just hasn't. He just hasn't. We haven't eaten for days, so it's been hard.
I can understand that.
Okay. And dinner is served.
Dinner is
done.
You see them. They're very. All of them eat rather gingerly. They're not sure if they want to. Like, they don't want to get to.
What's the young boy's name?
Billy.
Billy. I lean over to Billy like, dude, if you're hungry,
eat.
All right, this, and then I go, this is how I do it. And I grab a big old pile of it and just shove it in my mouth.
He smiles at you and eats, grabs a handful in his hand and throws it in his mouth, and immediately gets smacked from his right by his mother.
Teach the kid bad manners.
Stop getting them in trouble.
But no. And she gives you a stern look. Please no, sir.
Next time she'll smack you.
And Samuel says, I hate to bring it up, but being that we're on the outskirts of town, you mentioned that I believe it was you, Venturi, that you might have a weapon.
I don't have
sword.
Sword. Oh, sorry. Was it you, Landers?
It was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still learning the names here. Okay.
Yeah. Only weapon I use is these hands.
Oh, well, you feel bad.
So,
if you have a sword and possibly a shield or a bow, if you have a bow, that would be wonderful. I've been known to
have an extra bow.
I have an extra long bow, I believe. Let me double check.
There's the sword. There's the bow.
Okay, I'll leave him my extra long bow.
Would these people be specific? Ask for the arrows too, or you're screwed.
Well, I can see that. I'm certain. I mean, if you have arrows, I'll take them. Otherwise, I can make some. The bow is a tough one. I only need a few.
I will leave 20 arrows and my spare longbow with you.
And what is the don't kill the ogre when we first see it. We know that. Right. Any other surprises like that though that we should not?
Well, Ray will come visit. We're okay.
If Ray shows up, don't hurt her. Or excuse me. If Ray shows up, don't get killed.
Yeah.
What's a Ray? A Ray of what?
A Ray is her.
Beautiful woman.
A very beautiful woman.
Oh.
Highly innate in the magical arts.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Don't cross.
Maybe a Gripply.
Yeah. We have
Gripply will show. Yeah.
Gripply. What's a Gripply?
Frogs.
Little frog.
Anyway, here's the sword, and I bring out my +1 longsword.
This is very light.
Here's my bow.
Oh, it's a good one.
And arrows.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Does anyone here have any magical talents? And I look directly at the wife.
Tabitha.
Jesus, I've been known to dabble. It was a very nice hut, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not too adept at lying.
I'm not the best at lying.
I hope you didn't. You didn't You didn't try and that would work on some people. I've only been known to dabble a little bit, but no, I recognized it right away. I'd seen it done before, so that's the only reason I recognized it.
It's great for travel, but it has worked before.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, you said you're good with animals. What is
plants.
And plants? So in Druidic, I'm gonna ask if there's anything that I can help her with as far as tending to any knowledge that I can give her towards tending to the plants and things of ours.
In Druidic?
Yeah, in Druidic.
See if she understands. Kind of funny, but she's kind of quite funny. No.
Well, fair enough. I figured it was worth a shot.
Yeah, no worries.
Which means she can't use that. All right, cool.
Why don't you?
We're all sitting around the table, right?
Yes.
Can I mutter something in Abyssal?
Yeah.
And I will answer her in Abyssal.
I want to see if there's a reaction. I'm just gonna say in Abyssal, thank you for this wonderful meal.
And I will say, you're welcome in Abyssal.
Hey, pass the biscuits.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Here, biscuits.
The two children don't say anything, but Samuel and Tabitha are like, what is that?
In the same language. Oh, it's just Abyssal. In Abyssal.
Yeah.
And you see him, and they both are starting to withdraw away from the table.
Still Sylvan. It's just a language.
And
in Sylvan, I say indeed.
And Tabitha answers back, that's Abyssal.
Yes.
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 Why are you thinking in Abyssal? And she's speaking in Sylvan.
I don't understand that one.
To be honest, I wanted to see if there was a reaction.
Well, just because I understand a language doesn't mean I expect someone to thank other people in it. And she's speaking that in common.
On the same note, just because we speak the language doesn't mean we're evil.
Indeed.
I should hope not.
Venturi's just sitting there, being very quiet.
I would, however, like to know how you know the language.
My mother taught me how to speak Abyssal, and well, her native language was Sylvan.
That explains the Sylvan.
I didn't get the ears.
I did.
No, my mother was an elf, and my father was a human.
I've got no problem with that.
I had a demonic attachment once. That's how I know Abyssal.
Shut up, demon boy.
It's gone. There was a ceremony and cleansed, and it's all good. I think.
What kind of citadel are you planning on putting up? Is it going to have like guards of the variety, or like
only if I turn into one, but other than that, no.
Well, we are an adventuring group.
Laughing at that.
And Moon is our priestess. And so there will be a small temple to Osiris.
Okay.
And possibly a small abbey. And then the rest will be devoted to the various training of adventurers.
Right.
It'll be built in love and light.
Good.
All good intentions.
And nature.
We're gonna give them a safe place where they can grow up to be destructive adults.
An orphanage, if you will, but a more educated orphanage.
That teaches life skills rather than book learning.
Exactly.
A little bit of book learning too. It's not bad to have that knowledge.
Course, but truthfully, these days it's much more important to know how to use a bow effectively than to read High Elven. And that's coming from an elf.
That is true.
Reading is knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
And that came from the half orc.
Okay, and they say thank you and they bid their adieus. We'll get straight to work in the morning. Thank you very much for the hospitality, but we're very tired.
Go well.
And they all leave, and Moon, you catch, and it's still every time the whole time during dinner, it's from he's looking at you, and every time he does, it's like he eats a little more.
It's a giggle boy.
Yeah.
So I ask the group, am I glowing?
Yeah.
Not any more than any other day.
Okay.
You have since you got back.
No, when she says that, and you happen to go, am I glowing? You look up and as you're about to turn your head, you notice she is glowing.
Well,
and not more than like she's actually like out of the corner of your eye, she's glowing. When you look at her, she's not.
I think somebody put something in my milk.
No. They did. I'm telling you, I'm seeing the same thing.
Well, I was praying.
Yeah, and you've been glowing since you came back.
You have been.
Not any more than normal.
Interesting.
Not any more than normal. Okay.
Well, I don't feel different.
I mean,
let's hope there's a lot of blessings put upon you.
Of faith, doesn't that mean faith is believing, not seeing?
Indeed.
Now bringing it up to the group, now that the others of the family has left, do you think I should send a message to Corvala and maybe have the Amberdoons keep an eye on him?
No. As Nine pointed out, there ain't nothing here worth stealing.
Maybe not stealing, but
all of our good stuff is in the bag of holding and in our
backpacks. We'll be taking it with us. Oh, yeah. We need to see about finding that folding boat. We could have used it last time.
Do you think Rudy can handle 4 demons?
No.
Rudy would probably be happy for the company. As long as you don't give him a heart attack when he shows up.
Did you learn anything from talking to the children?
They're holding something back. They talked about the triad in Elturel. So there's some talk about the triad.
Okay.
So I think that's worth maybe doing some investigating when we return. And the parents follow Sylvanas.
Oh, really?
Can I roll a history or a something to see if I know who that god is?
You know who Sylvanas is. There's a temple of Sylvanas.
Oh, okay.
It's an elven god.
My biggest concern is how she understood that god awful crap y'all talked together with.
Yes, it is quite guttural.
Look, I speak Sylvan, Elven, Goblin, and Abyssal. As well as a few more.
You think Abyssal sounds bad? Wait till you hear Undercommon.
I speak Undercommon.
I do as well.
So
what is
I
with
mean,
what is with your party? I'm just putting this out there. That's all not normal. Okay, just okay.
I also speak Common and Gripply.
Yeah.
And you all speak Gripply too. Like
Yeah. Abyssal, Common, Druidic,
great
Gripply,
dinner
and
conversation. All
You
right.
make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Oh, I know you make Abyssal sound like the bad thing. Yeah. Okay.
I learned Abyssal when I was a young elf. Not that I'm an old elf now, but when I was much younger. During my training, so that if I came up upon a group of enemies and they were speaking Abyssal, I wouldn't be sitting there going, I wonder what they're saying.
So better the devil you know kind of stuff.
Yeah,
literally.
Know your enemy.
I was literally possessed by a demon, so that's why I know Abyssal.
Okay.
My answer's good. His answer's better.
I learned it in my teachings while I was studying. I learned Abyssal and I learned Celestial. It seemed that those two went together.
Huh.
Yep.
Good to know both sides of the coin, I guess.
What they're saying.
The fact that three of you know Abyssal is, and you're not evil, it just is weird.
No.
Go on.
No, Venturi's turned a leaf and is now trying to go more towards the light and nature. For some reason.
Yeah, I'll let all of you roll.
Until they know the truth.
I'll let you guys all roll a perception or insight, whichever you feel about the guys when you're now that they're left.
15.
Doesn't matter, they're both the same. Ooh. 21.
13.
Blackjack.
Okay.
And just for your knowledge, that was a 5 that I rolled.
You have +8, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you guys can you guys are able to glean. You're pretty sure that that she could be a ranger. That's what you figured from what she was saying. She could be a ranger, and it makes sense. And he may be as well. That's the baby. He didn't sort of lead into it, but she's been a ranger a long time.
And I'm guessing she has history with the arcane arts because she knew exactly what I was using, which is also a ranger.
Yes. Yeah.
She probably
so
knows
you were
it.
looking specifically for druid, but no, she's a ranger. But yeah,
which is funny because I have that under my warlock.
You sort of figured out that after putting it together, when you're chatting about them, you realize, hang on, they said they went through the woods and didn't come via the main road, and picking berries and finding fruits and things. And hang on a second, they're okay, and they did so carrying one dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
And that dad was good at hunting with a dagger.
Okay. It is what it is. And the fact that he didn't quaff it at being handed a longbow. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
And the fact they didn't ask you for arrows, which means they can make them themselves.
And the longsword wasn't very heavy. Like how heavy is a sword, right? How does he know that?
It's a magical sword.
Yeah, it wasn't very heavy. It's that thing. So yeah, you guys gleaned that. Yeah, they know what the hell they're doing. But they left in a hurry. Okay, sorry. And now, morning is you at night. Anything else you want to do before morning is upon you?
Time to break.
Yeah, we're gonna have a break here once you guys decide to go ground.
I'm gonna leave a note for them to read to Rudy if he comes back, explaining who they are and what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna pack my stuff and go to bed.
Go to bed.
Then I'll go to bed as well.
I'm gonna go to bed, but I need to go talk to the Amber Dunes in the morning before we head out. Because Because we still haven't met their goddess.
Who?
They're not the Amberdunes. The Corvala.
The Crow people aren't here. They're in Brandify.
Did I say Amberdunes? Hang on here.
No, I just wrote Amberdune. It's Corvala.
Yeah, Corval. They're the Amberdunes. Said they're here in Belvedere. Yeah.
The werewolf people.
We're jackals.
We're
the
jackals.
Raven.
No, there's
We're
the ravens,
jackals.
but then there's the jackals that had the stall in.
That's Corvala.
Yeah. But I don't think their last name was Amberdune.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought Amberdune was the ones that we met on the road.
No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we need to go talk to them because we gave them all the gems and diamonds and things to resurrect their patron.
And you're thinking of the Merryweathers.
The Merryweathers is the ones that I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the Amberdunes had the bookstore.
Yeah.
It's called Amberdunes Books.
Yeah.
Shocking.
But yeah, whenever we get back from everything in the morning, I'd like to go talk to them and meet the person that we resurrected at least. And maybe see if they have any interesting books that may help us in our travels.
Okay.
Okay.
Did they explain to you what she was?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we helped them. And we're friends with them, and I have them in my Book of Shadows.
Okay.
I'm not going in. Good allies to have. Not going in their lair. Not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay right out in the middle of everybody.
Yep. All right. On that note, let's take a little short break, guys. Come back in about 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
Be back.
Okay. button.
All right.
Not the buttons, not the gumdrop buttons.
All right, we are back with the gumdrop buttons.
Facsimile, I was saying. All right, so you guys had a pleasant sleep, and Ventura, are you taking off in the morning?
Yeah, I just run over there to say hi, check in on them.
All right. Okay.
Make sure everything's still going good.
Says, goodbye, I'm heading over to the Amber Dunes. I'll see you in a bit.
I'm going to pack up Windsong with all our extra gear and get ready to go. Because I figure Windsong can carry me and all the extra gear.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just taking one animal. That's fine.
Okay. And you see that they've set up what looks to be kind of like a yurt. Very basic, and considerably smaller, but it looks like a 4-man circular-esque tent.
Okay.
And they've cut down a number of smaller shrubberies from the back there to make the poles. So
a shrubbery?
Shrubbery.
They did it last night, during the night.
Oh.
Like demons.
Our people are used to moving under cover of darkness to stay out of people's notice because they're afraid of demons.
Or maybe because they left the house at dark and needed to build a yurt.
You ever set a tent up in the dark? It sucks.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. So, they're doing that, and Tabitha's already the animals are kind of surprisingly attentive to her.
Okay. Good.
That works.
Because that cow don't like nobody.
Kind of like her. Okay.
Bet you that blasted hen likes her too.
Actually, all the animals do.
Even the rooster that attacks Venturi as he walks through the yard?
We don't want him to change that.
That took months of training for that hen to make an attack hen. You know how hard it is to make an attack hen? Well, we got one.
Doesn't matter how much speak with animals I use, it just doesn't seem to like me for some reason.
I speak with animals. I know he can understand me, but all he says is,
Why is that cow walking on his hind legs?
We should be charging for this. Why aren't we capitalizing on this business? Attack roosters and cows that walk on their hind legs. We just put a dress on them and charge like 5 copper to see the walking cow.
I'm pretty sure that goat just cast light.
Hey, if we put the dress on the goat, Ventura get married.
Ooh, deep cut.
It's okay. He just turned into a goat. He just turned into a goat and he'd have his own kids. Gotcha.
Oh, just wait until I can turn you into a goat.
Be a big ugly goat.
One long story. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Ventura, you're going to see the Amber Dunes. What are the rest of you doing? Let's start with 9.
I'm actually packing up Windsong.
Packing up Windsong. Okay. Moon.
Checking my gear, just chatting it up with the family.
Okay. Kajira.
I just took my Drake out, making sure everything's all packed in both saddlebags and stuff.
And lastly, Venturi. Or not Venturi, Landers, sorry.
Landers checked his gear last night. It hasn't been messed with, so he's sitting only on the couch waiting.
Okay. So Landers is sitting there, just
chilling out, waiting on Venturi.
Waiting on Venturi. Okay. So, the packing up Windsong, Billy helps you with that as well, and he's surprisingly good with putting on tack as well.
Oh, nice.
And Moon, you find that they're more chatting with Tamara. You find that they actually you find out that they thought they saw a couple of demons, and that's what they left with, and she asks you frankly that, do you know that Mom can cast spells?
I assumed that.
She covered our tracks as we left. We were being chased, and they covered our tracks. That's why we left as quickly as we did. We don't know what was chasing us, but it was scary. That's after some poking and prodding and coaxing and that. She trusts you with that information. But
Thank you for telling me.
Don't tell Mom I told you that, please. No, kind of here.
I won't. Thank you for telling me.
Mm-hmm. And she gets back to doing work. And Mom is you see that every once in a while Mom looks and talks to the animals. So. And Dad's going to work and starting with they're already starting the first thing in the morning with clearing and making some progress on the land. He's out hacking down trees with a longsword.
Why doesn't he use the equipment in the
damn
shed?
thing! Don't! It's fantastic.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Right?
You've done worse. You've hacked out a tree with a tree. Yeah,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Venturi wants to, on his way over, stop at Poe's and see if there's a certain type of magical item.
Even more time.
Something kind of like a nether chest is the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head that it's like, but that I can put money in and it show up somewhere else. And somebody else can take it out.
Trust me, you put money in my pocket, it will show up somewhere else.
Kind of like a payment system that can be used both ways. Like somebody else could put something in there and I can retrieve it, and I can put something in and it'll show up wherever the other box is.
You have a computer warmer.
Oh. He's heard of such an item. Nothing's come across here, but he's heard that they're linked. They're created generally by artificers, high level, like high experienced artificers, and they create them as a pair. Then they're enchanted, and yeah, they're not very big.
Yeah. Well, we have some people that are doing some work for us, and it'd be nice to be able to give them a little something as we're off somewhere else in case they need supplies or pay them for their work, that type of thing.
Well, I've heard of it. I've never seen one. Sorry.
Oh, I'll look along the travels. Maybe I'll find something.
Mm-hmm. But that's a neat item. If you find one, let me know.
I definitely will. Maybe we can work together to reverse engineer how to make one.
Sure.
I mean, you keep your eye out, I'll keep my eye out. Maybe we can turn it into some type of business deal for you.
You can't sit in my lap.
Help us both out, you know?
Yes. I agree. Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll head on over there and just make sure everything's all right with the family.
And
with the Dawn family.
They're fine. The Dune families are fine, and they're happy to see you. Glad that you made your way around. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, tell them that we're heading up to the mountains, and if you see people working on our land, they're with us. Don't.
Oh, good. We've been feeding your livestock.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. The ogre has been gone for a couple of a while, maybe a month or two.
Oh, any clue where he may have headed off to, or did he just disappear one day?
We don't follow ogres. It's not our shtick.
Oh, that's fair enough. It's kind of dangerous to follow an ogre.
Mm-hmm. We figured it wasn't too far out of our way to bring over some food for the animals. They seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
At first, they were a little timid because they can sense who we are, but they're fine now.
Oh, well, yeah, we hired some people to help take care of the place a little bit. That way, I know you guys are busy and everything, but thank you so much for your help. Would you like some type of compensation or something for?
No. We still owe you. Tell what's his name? Do that. 6? No, 9.
9.
Tell him that I think that he may have left a stink bomb. We gave him hell for it, but he had put a couple in the house somewhere, because 9 had played pranks on him, so he was trying to play one back. I think it could be in one of his dresser drawers. Just tell him to be careful.
Okay, I'll make sure to tell him. Wink. At the kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's it. They let you
go. Okay. Well, good chatting with you.
And Corvala and Nala, neither of them were there.
Fair enough. They're busy people.
Yes.
And yeah, I'll head back to the others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything? And so you head back, and all right. So, Moon, you guys are all finished. Landers, everybody seems to be taking an exceptionally long time. I mean, you looking at Kajira here. She's been in the privy for what seems to be like 10, 20 minutes longer than normal. Even for a dragonkin. But yeah, other than that, you guys are good to go, and Venturi returns.
I'm gonna return, and I'm gonna go to Tabitha before I head inside, and I want to apologize for being so skeptical yesterday. I've had a lot of raw deals, and I wanted to make sure that everything was kosher. And in case you guys happen to need anything while we're gone, and I'm going to give her 1 platinum. Just take care of yourselves and make sure to take care of everything, because I like these people, and I don't want anything bad to happen to them.
You do know that Eulandris has loaned over a sword that's worth hundreds of gold, right?
Well, yeah, but you need that to defend yourself or whatever may happen. This is more for you in case you need something.
I can do more with the longbow than my husband, as tries he might, thinks he can hit things. That's my forte.
I kind of figured. But yeah, this is more for you guys in case you need something, and we're gone. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. Make sure to keep everything logged as much as you can. That way we can pay you for your services whenever we get back.
Okay. I hope it's not a long time, but sure. We'll see you soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, and I'll give her the platinum and head inside.
Okay. She puts it away. Thank you.
All right, let's bounce.
All right. So you pull back the carpet, and you see that there is indeed a teleportation circle there in its completeness underneath there.
Nice.
Interesting. Takes a while for one of these. This can't be permanent. No.
I did hope it didn't wreck the floor.
Did she leave any instructions on the note? Because I don't know how to do this.
Nice.
That's not the board.
Arcana, history, and I'll let you all roll it because why not? Ooh.
9 don't know nothing.
9 don't know nothing.
2.
Oh, look at you guys going. Hey.
Now we roll good.
I'm still not good.
Wow. Okay. Now, Arcana or history, you could use either one. Does it make a difference? No?
Same.
Okay, same thing. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys figure out that when you look closely, oh, there's a little tiny hole drilled into the floor that you'd put the rose into in the middle. And assuming that would be probably the activation, you put it in there and it probably will you're hoping anyway that, and don't get stepped on by the ox when it's in the middle of the circle.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And that's yeah.
Let's go.
You guys go. Perfect. All right. So you guys activate it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So you got everything in there, the ox included. You push the rose inside, and around you, there's a swirling mass that starts to form around the floor, and the floor itself turns into what looks to be windswept, and the ox gets a little unsteady, and it starts to get a little nervous about this because it's not used to planar travel of any sorts whatsoever, and you guys end up being whisked away to the base of a mountain.
Woo woo.
That you can only assume is where you want to be.
And there were no mountain in it. Yeah.
And there is a path that's leading up from there.
Well, I'm not going first.
I'm getting into my winter gear.
Now you guys have you realize immediately as soon as it hits you, it's cold. There's a wind blowing, not too bad, but biting cold, like Canada cold.
I look like Sanko on Cool Runnings. I'm throwing shit on everywhere.
Sure.
What's that, sorry?
Sure, my winter gear.
Put your winter gear on. Okay, that's fine. You put your winter gear on.
Samesies.
Yeah, I already have the cloak on.
That's
Perfect. Okay. You guys.
Do we want to use our usual marching order? I have it written down as Landris, Moon, Kajira, Venturi, and 9.
Works for me.
Works for me.
works for me.
Landers up front. Hey. Okay. So this is the standard. You guys go through the day, and it seems okay. There's a couple of spots where you find you're pushing the oxen up more than because he can't get any real clear traction. But you do make your way through it, and I'll take perception rolls from everyone, please. I'll need that.
Wow, that dice went everywhere. And ended on that.
Sorry?
12.
I pulled my Drake out when give me my
You pulled your Drake out. Okay.
27.
My dice are cold. Somebody needs to come up.
27.
11.
Wow. Okay. 11's not going to hit it either.
That's why I said my dice are cold.
Okay, so what you're seeing is that at extreme distance, so during the day, you're noticing that there's something flying around. And they are flying around you, but at extreme distance, keeping you in view, and they are flying around you. They're smallish, but they're, at extreme, you really can't see what they are, but there are flying creatures that are up and around you. And the Drake, when 9 points them out, can see them, but as soon as the Drake gets closer, they move away and so on, and they keep at distance.
Well, I'll point that out to everybody and let them know.
And once he points it out, you guys can see the dots vaguely in the distance. And you're also noticing that the weather's growing by the end of the day. You notice that the weather's growing colder, and some fog has occurred as you get up elevation. You get up about a third of the way up the mountain by the end of the day, and visibility is reduced to about 300 feet by the end of the day. Do you want to push through into the night, or do you want to just make camp?
I think we make it.
Okay.
I don't want to get lost in this shit in the dark.
Yeah, not all of you can see in the dark.
And we don't want to overexert ourselves in the cold either.
Nope. And everybody's wearing cold weather gear. And the oxen isn't liking the cold, but is okay with it so far. All right. So what's the order for your sleeping order? Watches, please.
Well, I don't have dark vision, so I'll take first watch.
Venturi has really good dark vision, so he's going to stay in the middle, the darkest part of the night.
Darkest part of the night, okay.
I'll sit with the moon.
Okay.
I'll take the last watch.
Okay. So the first watch seems there are a few rabbits about, but it seems pretty quiet. Without any anything at all. Do you have a fire? I'm sorry. Do you have a fire or no?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. And the first watch goes completely without incident. Okay. The second watch. Again, there are some small animals, but you see nothing more that's out of the ordinary. How far is your dark vision out?
120 feet.
Okay.
Devil sight.
Devil sight, right? Okay. You do see creatures moving about, but nothing. You see things up in the sky, some things flying around, but not much. Also, they're distant, and it's hard to see them in the night because the wind is still blowing and and the fog is continuing. But the rest of it goes without anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the last watch. On the last watch, that would be with Kajira and right?
Yeah, me and Kajira.
Okay. You do catch glimpses of something, and you can see 60 feet.
Yes.
Okay. You see what looked, that you think could have been a winged humanoid, small humanoid, that got a little close and then flitted away. Small, like maybe 3 feet tall, but it had wings and it flew away. The wings were leathery. They were not winged. They were not feathery. They were leathery.
Leathery, not feathery.
Yeah, leathery, not feathery. Thank you.
Okay. I relay that information to Kajira and tell her to be ready just in case.
Yeah.
Am I ready?
Okay.
And I have to break Congo.
Yeah, your Drake can't see any better than you can in the dark. So unfortunately,
Right.
but that's the only encounter you had about midway through your watch. But everything else goes fine. They were just sort of looking and not attacking. Is what you noticed. Okay. And the morning comes, and it's still foggy and cold, and it does warm up a little bit, but still cold.
Mm-hmm.
After the night, I'm going to, in your cold weather gear, I'm going to have you all roll a con save, please.
With the resistance, is that with advantage or anything?
That will be with advantage, yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
What would you roll, a 2?
I rolled a 12.
15 and 23. So I guess we.
Just a 23.
Yeah. If you're wearing cold weather gear of any sorts, which you all are, that is in good shape. Which it all is all in good shape. Yeah, the DC was only 3, so it just means don't roll once. Okay. And that's it. Even the Ox made it with flying colors. Yeah. So the morning appears, and you guys, this another leg isn't quite as hard as the last one. It's more you're moving into a valley pass where it's going up to the path goes up, but it's a little flatter. There's a little more ways to twist and turn through the rocks. But midday, you come upon a slanted cliff face, and on that slanted cliff face, you see that you're going to all have to claw your way up in some way or another. What is your plan to move the oxen up, or do you want to leave the oxen here? Probably not, but yeah.
What about the road?
That'd be better turning and losing time to send him home.
We have to go up that, or can we go around and see if there's a way?
It's where it's leveled out, but then it comes up here, and that's how you may be able to tie off on some trees, but you're still going to have to figure a way to get that ox up there. It's too steep for the ox to just walk up.
Gotcha. Forgot his snowshoes, didn't you, Nine?
It's not a climb, but it's pretty steep.
Do we want to tie off some rope, get some of the stronger fellas up there, and then
To do that,
I don't think we've got enough strength to move that ox up there.
I mean, an ox could move the ox up there. I just have to get up there first.
okay. If you're going to climb up the thing, you will need an athletics check, please, for everybody who wants to get up there or tries to. DC is 10.
you sure you want me to roll?
If one person makes it up there at a time, you could tie off, and then the next person will get advantage on the roll if the first person doesn't die trying.
I got a nat 20, so I guess I made it.
Nope, it doesn't. A nat 20 does not make it. You rolled a 27. On checks, a nat 20 only works, thankfully, or unfortunately, for attack rolls, right?
Combat, yeah.
So it looks like everybody so far has made it to Nine and Kajira. 9, you just make it. You slip a couple times getting up there, but you do make it to the top. And Venturi, you scrambled up no problem. So does Moon. Now you're all up there, and the ox is tied off at the bottom.
I'm gonna, when we get a rope tied up, I'm gonna rappel back down and go see if we can get the ox tied on.
Okay. And you can tie off the ox without a problem. Okay. And there are still 3 of you sitting up there. Sorry, 2 of you up there, and Landris is still down at the bottom.
Landris, you need to wide the ox up.
No, but I want to make sure that I'm not crushed by any of y'all falling off the ropes and coming down on me.
Okay.
Good point. Okay.
So
you got a plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into an ox.
Okay.
And try and pull this ox up.
And they're gonna tie Kajira, you're gonna tie the rope to the ox to pull the ox up?
Sure.
Venturi just turned into an ox. Moon, do you want to try tying off the ox on the ox?
I will do my best. I'm gonna take all that.
Tie off a rope to a tree and then to the ox.
However you need to do it, you can tie off. But either way, you're gonna have to tie Venturi to get pulling. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I assist.
Tree because it's solid.
Okay. So Venturi, they're going to try pulling with you.
Okay.
And pull up the ox. We'll do a what check? I will let you do
back to the top of the
acrobatics, athletics, or strength check, whichever you desire to try and get it up. And
trying to figure out what the strength of an ox is because I don't see it.
An ox has a bull's strength.
A save or just a strength check?
It would probably be a check. An ox is a strength of 18, so it's +4.
Okay, so D20 +4.
Yeah.
10.
17.
Whip that pulling ox. You ain't putting your back into it.
Well, hang on. So, who made the check? Why is everybody rolling? Because one person's going to make this check.
The only one down with the ox is Lane.
So hang on. So there's an ox right now. You're steadying the ox, 9, and Venturi is pulling up. So Kajira, you're just going to help by assisting there. So the first roll would have been a failure, but roll again with it because you're getting the advantage from from Moon and Kajira because they're helping.
That's a 16.
That's enough, just. Okay. So the ox doesn't like what it's doing, but the other ox up top, Kajira keeps whipping him from behind. Go harder. And
do I take any damage from that?
No, it's just it's
only when the dragon nudges you.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 20. You liked it a lot. Okay, it was just it was like harder, faster. All right, baby. I like being an ox. Okay, so but you do get up to the top there, and you see that this was the best way you could have went, and the ox, didn't like this at all. So if anybody who's your animal handling, you realize the ox is not happy right now.
I'd like to ritually cast Speak with Animals and try and calm it down using animal handling.
How many work on calming?
Okay, so while you're sitting there as an ox, 9 goes. And he goes.
Oh, yeah, I can't cast an animal form. Duh.
Yeah. So. So Kajira is going. and it's like, I can't speak ox. And then it goes, and it calms down a little bit with a 22. Okay.
Since I am an ox, can I understand ox?
Yeah, you understand that it's a lot like rah 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 calm rah 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 9 rah 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 sit rah 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 stay rah 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 rah, and that's what you hear. Like, all right, you got it. And Venturi comes out of looking like an ox and goes, "Hey, nice, well done." You know,
One of y'all want to throw the rope down?
And so he says, "Hey, you want to throw the rope down? You jackalopes!" Yeah. So,
Want it tied off?
just 40 feet of rope, just and just land to your feet. Oh.
I could see them doing that.
I could see them doing that as well. Oh yeah, yeah. Calling us names, are you? All right. So go ahead and.
It would definitely be a 9 trick.
Yeah, it'd be a 9 trick for sure. See, I would throw down a rope, not the one that we had tied off, but I'd throw another rope down. Throw the rope. Just chuck your rope over, just to be funny. But go ahead and roll with advantage on athletics check, please. Don't roll 2 ones. With advantage?
13 and 14.
Okay, 13, 14. And oh yeah, you got it. It was it's a DC 14. Good for you. Okay, so you make that without having without getting exhaustion. Good for you. And you make it to the top, and now you guys can continue on. And that happened about near the end of the day. So the rest of the day is getting. You're noticing that it is getting still colder, and the visibility is lessening as the day goes on. You figure you're a little over halfway up now, and you should be able to get about 2/3 of the way up by the end of the day if you push on. This didn't take you very long.
Okay. Yep.
Keep on going.
Okay. So you push on at the end of the day, and all right. So we're going to again. You're going to make camp by the end of the day, I'm assuming. Yep.
Yep. Tiny hut, nice and warm.
Tiny hut. Okay.
Yep. Tiny hut.
You're going to do a tiny hut with the ox inside, are you?
That's the heater.
How big is the ox? Like, is it considered a medium beast or a large beast?
An ox is the same size as a bull. If you castrate them when they're calves, they become steer.
Well, I know what it is. I'm talking about what's its classification.
Large.
Large?
Won't fit in the hut. It would be the hut. It would be in the hut, I do believe. I don't think large size creatures can fit in the hut. No, I'm using the map for other things. So you guys made it up there. Well done. Yay. I'm going to move you again. And then you guys are all down here again.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller, so it wouldn't be able to fit in the hut.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm just going to put you guys around a fire too. We'll just call it a...
Well, Venturi's making the hut.
So Venturi's making the hut. So you'll still have a hut, but the ox will be outside. Okay?
And whoever else... You can either stay in the hut or out of the hut.
On watch can be up there with fire in the ox.
Exactly.
Okay, I can do this with...
We're good now. Might be all right.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could use our tents as blankets for the ox to help keep it warm.
Okay. Wouldn't have thought about that. Good idea.
You?
Is that a cave?
No, this is your Lehman's tiny hut.
No. I'm talking about...
No, there's not.
Okay.
And Kajira, because your drake is considered large, it is outside as well. Okay.
Yes.
And I'll put something for what the hell can I use for them ox? I wonder if they have an ox token. Oh, there's certain no, just ox. Okay. Oh, but it's big though. There you go. It's ox. Okay.
Shadow ox.
Yeah, Shadowbox ox. Okay.
I'm gonna say right there next to that rock is where we built the fire, so that technically
Sounds good. Okay, and I think I can put a fire down too for you. Okay. So you guys, you build your fire and same watch orders as the previous night.
Absolutely.
But can Venturi leave the hut?
I cannot leave the hut.
No, he cannot.
I can see out of the hut, but I can't be outside with the ox if I'm in the hut.
Okay, then I'll take the midnight watch.
I'll be up with him, but in the hut, just in case something happens.
Okay.
So somebody else takes the last watch. Ooh, pretty fire.
Fire there.
Might be better if you
Moon
were
will
over
take the last watch.
your eyesight could help her out.
Me and Moon will take the first.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
I'll take last with Kajira.
There you go. That's a better fire right there. There, your fire. Okay, so who's? Let me write it down again. You get first watch is Moon and Landris. Moon, Landris, and second watch is 9, Kajira. Last watch is the Venturi.
Okay, Kajira's taking the last watch with Venturi.
And okay, so that's right. Okay, gotcha. And you're alone in the mid watch then, 9?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So at the end of the second day, I will need perception checks for those on first watch, please. See if you see anything in the dark out of the tent.
6. Well, I see the fire.
That's per fire.
Definitely a fire. And that's an ox right beside the fire.
That's an ox, exactly. No, you guys. So the ox, and Kajira, you can roll a perception for your Drake as well, please. Can't see, but I'll let you roll one anyway.
He has animal senses.
Yeah.
Tremor sense. Nice. No.
Hi, Drake.
Drake don't see.
That's an ox. Yep, that's an ox.
Tweet, nothing. Gotcha. Okay. Right. So, yeah, your Drake don't see nothing either, and the ox is kind of uneasy about what's going on around. So just you're noticing that you guys do notice that the ox is not enjoying being around. Like there's something out there. You guys see that, but you can't see what it is. There's something around. The ox is uneasy, but you can't see. So it's just out of your vision. But there is something there, and it's looking out towards the right-hand side of the map.
Okay. So the opposite way from where the ox.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious because if it's so cold, why aren't those trees white?
Or what?
Because I didn't draw a map for it. That's why they're not white.
Because they flash froze as soon as it got cold, and they kept their green color, but there's ice on them.
That's right. That's it.
This is
So
sus.
cold, it's clear.
Very sus.
Yes, it's totally sus. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be sus. All right. But it comes time for your watch to end, and nothing more happens except the ox is quite uneasy about what's going on.
I relay this to 9. We didn't see anything, but your ox certainly says he did.
Okay.
I'm happy.
All right. So you guys head to bed, and 9, you have dark vision, correct? Yes.
60 foot, yes.
Good. Okay. And your ox is still staying rather suspicious about the area to the immediate east of where your camp is set up.
Okay, I'm going to take a few steps and actually see if I can see anything in that direction.
Okay. I need a perception check, please.
$24.
Okay, 24. You're hearing. What languages do you speak?
Common, giant, goblin, gripply, orc, and thieves' cant. You're
hearing in a goblinoid voice. You're hearing there's talk. You could recognize it as a dialect of goblin. And I'll say you recognize it because you've had enough experience with them. You recognize them speaking in a weird dialect of kobold. So you recognize the speech, but not what it is. And they're sort of above you. You could hear them. The wind is blowing pretty good. But what you do see is coming. You see it coming into view about where. So where are you exactly here? Here, you would be about. I'm gonna put you right about there, just because you're outside the thing. Yeah, and you see coming into view what looks to be a large creature, and it's lumbering slowly towards the fire. And your ox is starting to make a ton of noise, and you can see it, and you roll a history arcana check, whichever you feel, because you can make the outline out. You make the outline out. It looks like it could be either a blob, or a dragon, or Rudy.
Or Rudy?
Oh, gotcha.
It's about that size.
Okay. Well, I'm going to back up to the edge of the hut here and wake everybody up.
Okay. Okay. As soon as you back up into there, it comes into view, and it moves over to right about here, and it's visible by the fire. You are inside the hut. The ox is going ape shit. And you guys can you wake up groggily because it happened. Only Ventura, you're a little bit groggy. The other two, you just got down for a nap. So you're just waking up, and what you see is this. Look in the chat, please. You see a big white hairy monster with 2 horns, gnashy teeth. It's standing on its hind legs, and it yells out, and you all recognize that as a Yeti.
Oh, yay! I've always wanted to find a Yeti.
Roll for initiative, please.
What's that?
Roll for initiative.
Where is it? 21.
7.
24.
Jeez.
Quite sure yet.
Ventura got a 17.
Ooh, 15.
Okay, I got that. And I gotta add to the combat tracker. Good.
Question: would I have gotten a short rest at this point, or no?
You've gotten At least 2.
At least 2 short rests? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will at least take 1 short rest.
You could take at least 1 short rest, yes.
Okay. That makes a difference for a druid.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you do also see behind him 2 things flying in behind him. And they are winged kobolds.
Nice.
All right. So top of the order, what we got right now is you see 2, but 9. You know there are at least a half dozen out there.
Okay.
Landris, you're on the top of the order, sir. Go ahead.
All right. I am attacking the big guy with my longbow.
The big guy wakes up, starts firing arrows, bristling arrows straight out of the. Okay. What do you got?
That would be a natural 20 for 33 to hit.
You rolled a 33 to hit in the first hit. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. My big daddy.
I'm also calling arcane shot bursting arrow.
Of course you are. Yes.
So that does 12 damage on
Okay.
the arrow, and then bursting arrow.
You would have to step out of the dome to do that, by the way.
You can't shoot out of it, can you?
It doesn't say that you can't shoot, but it says spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. That's the only thing that it says.
Okay, so yeah, you can do a regular arrow shot, but you can't actually. You have to take a step out of it first to do your shot.
Okay. That's the regular arrow. That's the first shot. I then take a step out of the hut.
Which way?
Toward the guy.
Ooh, look at him being all tough today.
I attack my second shot.
Okay. If you roll a 20
to hit.
18 to hit? Does hit.
That would be 1d8 plus 7 damage. That is 11 damage. Plus bursting arrow, because now I can use it.
Okay.
So that's 2d6. That is an additional 7 points of damage, but hold on, because well, I'm going to do this. I am where'd it go? Colossus Slayer. If the creature is below its maximum hit points once per turn, I can do an extra 1d8 points of damage. So that's an additional 6 points of damage.
Of course it is.
And he's still up.
Yeah.
Action surge.
Of course he is. Yeah. Go ahead.
Attacking with my longbow.
9, you're going next.
17 points of damage.
That's 17 to hit, not 17 points of damage.
All right, 17 to hit. Excuse me.
It does hit,
sorry.
though, yeah. Jesus.
10 points of damage, but arcane shot, bursting arrow.
Yes, why not?
For another 2d6 points of damage. For an additional 4 points of damage. And the fourth attack.
Okay.
Attacking with my longbow.
You're not even rolling anywhere near the top either.
15.
Hit.
Hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
You know that's a 2.
He has a plus 13.
God.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm done with my attack.
Are you sure you're done?
You don't have another one just shoved up there anywhere, do you?
Actually, bonus action. Designate my target. Ready. That'll come in handy next round.
Are you done now?
Now I'm done.
At this rate, there won't be a next round. Go ahead, 9.
God's gonna rage.
Oh, yeah. And he's getting mad. Yeah, good. Go.
When he gets to laughing, he's gonna attack this.
Okay.
Oh, it's
In around all the arrows sticking out of him. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
all right. 13. Did that hit?
It does.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is.
I'm gonna say it did have a lot of hit points. Venturi,
10 points of damage plus poison. Plus 1 more point of poison damage. Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
I can't roll damage to save my life. That's 6 points of damage. Plus.
Okay.
Plus my sneak attack damage or.
Yeah. Sure, I'll give you that. It hasn't gone yet. It just roared at an oxen, not knowing that there was people in front of it. But go on.
So that's another 5 points of damage there. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to attack with my offhand. The 9 to hit.
That is.
For 7 more points. And that's my turn.
Oh, is that all? Venturi.
I have a logistic question for you.
Yes, sir.
It's really cold out, right?
Yes.
And any water that would be created would turn to ice, right?
Not instantly. We're not talking like it's cold. It's probably water vapor would it'll turn to snow. What are you planning here? What are you thinking?
Create or destroy water creates rain in a 30-foot cube. Would that rain freeze into hail?
Yes, for sure.
Would that do damage versus my spell DC save in an area?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast a first level create or destroy water in a 30-foot cube from.
But your spell can't be cast out of it, right? You still can't cast a spell out of it.
Oh yeah, I'd have to drop the bubble.
Mm-hmm. So you can do that, and it won't even cost anything. It won't cost anything to do that. You just cease that spell and then cast your other one. So your choice.
I could recast it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast a first level create or destroy water. My druid save DC is 15. I'm guessing would be Dex or something.
I gave him advantage.
Okay.
With Dex, I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Oh. And that would be a 30-foot cube starting at
30-foot cube of water. I'm gonna. You want to put it there? So
yeah,
to
like,
there,
to where it would hit all 3 of them. It'd be a 30-foot rain hail. I know, getting a little crazy, but just want to know if it would work.
Okay, it's blood. That you have damage.
Now, what was with the Yeti? What other creatures?
2 flying kobolds.
Like
Winged kobolds.
Yeah,
like
30
that?
foot, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah,
that's 30 feet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where it hits all of them.
Okay. Are you going to try and avoid 9 or no?
Don't worry about me. Fine.
You can cast it kind of like this. Is that what you want to try and cast it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I will give 9. I'm going to give you an advantage on the save.
Okay. What I need to roll for save?
DC 15. I'm guessing it'd be a Dex, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Dex save. DC 15.
Shit, no, I didn't do it.
You advantage, sir. Like I said, you get advantage because he's trying to avoid you. So I'm going to give you the benefit of that.
No.
Okay, 3 and a 1. You're taking half damage anyway, and I'm going to call that. So for dropping hail, it'd be like tiny meteors, 30 feet. I'm going to have everyone in the area take 2d6 damage. So roll 2d6 plus 2. That'll be that's per person. Yeah. 9
bludgeoning.
So 9 points of damage, 9 bludgeoning, and you'll take half of that. You take half of half. So it's because it's ice as well. You'll take half of half.
Okay.
9 halved is 4.5, or 4 halved. That you take 2 points of damage. Okay. And
that'll be it for Venturi.
Okay, so that's what that does.
The bubble is gone.
The bubble is gone. And okay. Hang on. Condition markers. Hang on. I gotta find the condition markers here. Where is it? I don't see it. Okay. Well, they were flying, but we'll just call it. Okay, and both the kobolds, they are both dead. So
nice.
And yeah, both the kobolds hit the ground because they didn't save either, and and the Yeti looks very, very hurt. But you can see that it's pretty resistant to the cold. The bludgeoning was not cool with it. Okay.
Cool.
All right, Kajira. The bubble around you is gone.
That's okay. My longbow's gonna shoot anyway.
Yeah, your longbow will shoot no matter what. So there you go. So.
Yep.
And yeah, so those kobolds are dead. So yeah. Moon, you're after the Yeti.
First hit, 28.
To hit? Seriously?
It takes a lot. Oh, sorry.
That's a plus 12.
Mm-hmm.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second hit.
Mm-hmm.
2 will hit. Rolling. $14 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay.
My Drake.
And what are you telling your Drake to do as your bonus action?
Bite him.
Go bite him. Okay. Your Drake then will move and attack. I'll move it over. So it's going to move to here and attack. Go ahead and bite once.
All right. Mm-hmm. Six points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay. Okay. And you're done?
I'm done, yes.
Okay. It looks just about dead. But it is going to what you see is it takes a deep breath in and it expels in a cone a gob of cone 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, hitting everything, basically hitting everybody, including the ox, in a cone out that of cold. So you need a con saving throw to take half damage. Those of you that have magical cold resistance will automatically get that cold. So the ones that have the good thing, you get advantage on that. Those that do not, so cold weather gear will not prevent half damage. The other, wow. So 9, you get to make. You're wearing a thing, right?
I'm wearing regular cold weather gear.
You didn't. So who's got the shirt?
Landis, Moon, and Venturi.
I thought he had one of the cloaks.
Who's got the cloaks then?
Venturi and Moon have cloaks. Landers has the shirt.
Okay. And Moon rolled a 1 and a 10. Wow. Okay. So the Yeti breathes out the cold. Does it recharge at the end? It does not. And you will all take I'll roll it on. Who can I roll it on for you guys? I'll roll it for you guys. So those that did, Landis, you made your saving throw on this?
Yes.
So you're gonna take half damage. The others will take a total of, oh damn it, sorry guys, I'm just not in the right thing. I apologize. In the adventure, not the thing. I roll it just to be mean. I will roll it as Chai.
Blame Chai.
Blame Chai. It's all Chai's fault. Okay, so was it just gonna make sure I get the right number here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Roll for everyone.
This sounds like a lot of dice.
Okay, so those that take full damage will take 43. Those that take half damage will take 21.
So who takes half damage?
Me.
And me.
What'd you make for a save?
20.
12.
20. You did not make it, so yeah, you take half damage. DC was 18.
So I do not take half damage?
You do not take half damage.
And that's 47?
43.
43.
So Kajira 9, Moon 43. The Ox doesn't matter. You're going to be resurrecting it. Ox is dead. And everybody else takes 21.
What about my Drake?
Drake takes none.
Drake should have been out of the cone.
Drake takes none. Drake was out of the other thing. It breathed it right in your face, 9. You took the brunt of that right in your face. Right in the snoot. Okay?
Bite him on his tongue. Bite him on his tongue.
Okay. And on that, the winged kobolds are dead. And I think... Oh, yeah. Okay, so you hear a squeal as a number of other kobolds, the noises are flapping away. Okay, they're not you, and this Yeti is bleeding from everywhere, as you can see. And Moon, your turn. Go ahead.
I have been waiting weeks to say this.
Toll the dead, baby.
I am going to toll the dead.
I hope I make this. You know
DC of 17.
DC 17. I'm going to roll it here just because. And yeah, I'm going to do it right here. And it's what is the DC? Wisdom?
Wisdom DC of 17.
So it's got a +1. We'll see. There it is. Missed. Got a 6. Go. I'm waiting weeks to say total dead. Yeah, total dead. How much damage is this thing?
We have been rolling tonight. Don't hold your breath.
4 points.
28.
Okay, so as that gong goes off, how does it affect a very hurt creature? Tell me how it dies.
So the gong hits and the reverberation from that sound, it makes his entire gut explode outwards. And he just drops dead.
Yay.
So 9. As the guts explode, I'm going to give you a advantage on a dexterity save to get the hell out of the way as you see those guts starting to come out of the front of that Yeti from the hole that was created by your own sword.
8. I'm getting covered.
Wow. Okay, on an 8, the gong hits the top of the Yeti and it sort of billows up in the middle, and as it falls backwards, the guts spill out and covering head to toe 9. He is covered in Yeti entrails and that. And then
he's standing head back, arms wide, welcome.
He's like, yes, my trophy is here. I will wear this like a badge of honor. Give me his horns. I will drink my next drink.
I was already planning on taking his teeth, horns, and skinning him, baby.
Hey, I want no horn.
Okay, so he has 2 horns. He's got a number of teeth. His skin is not even salvageable. None of you are leather workers or skinners, and it is riddled with a lot of things. And the bursting of that, as you did, it had 6 points of damage left before the 28. It exploded, well blowing the hide of it. If you want to keep a claw or a tooth, sure, but there's not much of a hide left to speak of.
I would like to take one of the horns.
Okay. I'll let you have the horns. How's that?
I just want one. I can't blow 2 at once.
There you go. Okay.
I just wanted to turn it into a cool story.
I will allow you to cut off the Yeti horns. Does someone have prestidigitation so that 9 does not smell like the inside of a yak's ass? Now, your oxen is now cooking on the fire.
We're gonna enjoy Wind Song, baby.
Okay, so can I put dying on him?
You can cast Spare the Dying on the ox, yes.
Okay, I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it didn't quite do double its hits.
Question.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it made it safe.
Now that I've seen a Yeti, can I turn into a Yeti?
This is a normal Yeti. I would have said yes. Normal Yetis are CR3.
Oh, okay.
This Yeti was not. I will tell you later what it happens to be. Okay.
Yetis are considered humanoid anyway, ain't they?
This is an abominable Yeti.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. And I'll need we're still in order here, but I'm going to give everyone at the end of round 1, because this is the end of round 1. I know what you want to do here, but the end of round 1, I want to hear perception checks from everybody. I know what you're going to do, but you're going to cast Spare the Dying. I get that, but let's get perception checks. We got Landris, good. Venturi, oh, this is good. This is good. Okay.
Ain't nothing getting past this right now.
Okay.
Moon's just looking at 9.
I heard it.
And Moon and Kajira are going, whoa, you're way too close to the oxen to deal with it. And this is where, from over here, another Yeti is lumbering and is charging in here. But Landris, you are able to see it coming. Landris, Venturi, 9. You guys see it. You notice that Moon and Kajira do not. But you have initiative on this one. Landris, go ahead.
I'm yelling out, Yeti, I am bonus action. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark onto said Yeti. That'll do better than designated target.
Okay.
Let me check it. See if he has. Nope, it just marks him. It will allow me to do 1 per turn, 1d6 extra damage.
Was that all?
That's it. So I am going to attack with my longbow.
Okay.
That is a 31 to hit.
Okay.
Doing 10 points of damage. Plus 6 more points of damage.
Plus you're a Beastmaster or whatever the...
No, that comes in only if he's at below his full health, which will come with my second shot now. With the 26 to hit.
Why does he go first? Why do we let him go first?
I tried to outroll him and still got beat.
Jesus.
Doing 11 points of damage. Plus the
now you're...
I think it's 2d6 points for doing 4 more points of damage. And that's it.
Oh, he might make it to round 2. Okay. All right. Ladder's gone. 9. You're next.
Okay, it's long enough in between. I've got to rage again.
No. We're
I don't have to rage again.
I was just getting a feel of what you want to do. So we went right. It was happening the next round. I just figured you have to fight 2 of them. But yeah. So
I'm going to charge it. Attack. First attack. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Okay, roll a d20 again, please. I'll let you roll it. I could, but I'll let you do it. You decide your own damn fate.
That's 8.
Okay, you do not have something catastrophic happen. Oh, you just miss. Go on.
Second attack. Shit. That's only an 11. That probably missed.
That does miss. Yeah.
Bonus action. I'm going to attack with my offhand. This is not going well. Okay, 21 does hit this time.
Does hit, yeah. So I did make a mistake. I on the last Yeti, I gave you guys the bonus. I think only 1 attack didn't get over a 13 though. Just they have an AC of 15, just so you're aware.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I get my
I'll give you your sneak attack damage because he hasn't attacked yet. Basically, you find a rib.
That's 12 points of damage there.
What?
And then I'm done.
You get 3 dice?
Yep.
See that coming.
I like that. Didn't see that coming. That's great. Okay. So the Yeti, first thing it does is it looks at you and it casts a chilling gaze on you. Okay?
Okay.
And you're going to need a DC of 18 Constitution save, please.
Come on, baby. Holy God, thank you. 24.
Okay, you are immune to the Yeti's gaze for 1 hour, so you're good. It's a good thing too, because yeah. But it does still claw you. Okay. So it's going to slash at you twice. The first attack is 23 to hit.
That hits.
And the second attack is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I don't see him missing. He hits like he's got bonus like Landris. Okay. Okay. You take, and I'm going to specify it out here. You take 14 slashing damage, and 10 cold damage. Okay, so you'll take 17 damage. Take 17 damage on the first hit. And the second hit, you take 15 slashing damage and 7 cold.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I am not feeling well at all.
And then it continues on. And when it passes you at this point, you get attack of opportunity. Go ahead.
Damn right, baby. Oh. Take that and rewind it. 22.
Hits.
That wrong button. I hit attack again. Hold up. I roll my damage right.
It still hits.
8 points of damage.
8 points as it goes by.
That's me. I slash his ass.
He slashes ass. And it moves to would be here. Here, sorry. Runs right through. There. Runs past your Drake, but does not attack it. So the Drake does not get an attack of opportunity because the Drake is about to turn its attack on him. Venturi.
All right, I do have a question because I don't know. Does this? I just sent it to you in a message. It says you can expend 1 to 3 charges to create that many orbs. Does that mean it takes damage from each of those orbs if it fails the dexterity save?
Yes. That's per orb.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to hold out my hand, and you see the ring on his hand start glowing, and you see 3 motes come out of it around the Yeti.
3 orbs fly out of the ring on his hand. Yeah.
And go ahead and roll the DC 15 dex save.
Dex save. It did make it though.
It did make it, so it takes half damage.
On the first one, because I'll do it on all 3.
Okay.
First one, a miss, a save, and a save. So go ahead and roll them separately, please.
All right. There's that. Is it plus anything? No. So 1.
Jeez. You couldn't roll any worse, too.
2.
Oh.
3.
So a miss, a hit, and a miss. Okay.
And
right,
that's fire damage.
It's a save, miss, save, right? It's fire damage?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
5d4 fire damage.
Okay, you see it roar back as it hits. And it's going to have disadvantage to attack on its next roll.
Yeah.
So,
it takes half on the ones that it made the save and full on the other.
15, 10, 20. Go ahead, and that's it. So, Kajira, you're next. Go ahead.
Bonus action.
Bonus
action.
Sorry,
healing word on Moon. Because 9 is way far out of it. Where's freaking healing word at? I've got too many spells.
Oh my god.
It's 6 healing.
6 healing to.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it.
Perfect.
Okay, Kajira, now go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
15 and better. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Nothing.
9 damage.
Okay. That's your first shot, right?
That's my first shot. Second.
Okay. Excuse me. That's it. Yeah.
$11 points of damage.
Okay.
Drake.
And the Drake, without missing a beat, just turns and goes to bite him.
Yep.
Does not need be told a second time.
Exactly. Yep. 3 to hit. And yeah. 9.
Okay.
Maybe I don't have no more. And we're done.
Oh, good. And we're down to Moon.
Oh, the Yeti doesn't get to go first.
No, the Yeti already went.
I'm gonna toll the dad again.
Okay.
Wisdom DC of 17.
$21.
What?
You're already rolling damage, and you see what I rolled. I rolled it out there. I can't bring that back.
It doesn't show up on.
Oh, it didn't put it. Oh no.
No, but you rolled.
See anything.
I see it in Avery Bot.
It's an Avery
Did you
bot.
make
Yeah.
this?
I rolled a 21.
Oh, well then never mind.
And well, yeah, exactly. Otherwise,
As my bonus action, I could cast. How hurt does the Yeti look?
not as hurt as the last one that came at you before you told him dead. and had you rolled a 20, you would have been telling me exactly how much what happened to this one too.
Yep, that's it. I'm not gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Landris is gonna spit on it. It's gonna die. Okay, we're gonna go to Landris.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna pull back and throw it at him.
You're gonna
Speak
pull
the
back.
command word and have it attack.
You're gonna what? What? Sorry.
My dancing greatsword. I'm throwing it at the Yeti.
Okay.
I can do this as a bonus action. It will move
Yes.
at the command word. It will move up to 30 feet
Sorry, I don't
and
understand.
attack on my command.
I don't understand either, Google. But yes, go ahead. Google said it. Sorry, I didn't understand.
With a
You're
17 to hit
Does hit.
and a 6 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm attacking with my longbow.
With disadvantage to hit. You're in melee range.
Disadvantage to hit.
You're in melee range. You're trying to attack with a.
Okay,
with
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
18 and a 30. So it's an 18 to hit. Doing
you rolled a 5.
15 points plus 3 points plus 7 points of damage.
And how does this arrow impede the life of this creature?
Well, seeing that he's in melee range, it's going to go in up under his chin and exit the top of his skull.
All right. Well, this one you might get a pelt out of. Perfect. Okay, this one and it roll. I'm going to roll. No, it doesn't fall on you. Okay, so this one's dead as well.
And I call my great sword to me and put it back on my back.
And now we're going to be out of initiative. You hear the remaining large number of kobolds I'll just say that one of you makes the perception. The dozen kobolds fly away.
Oh, come back! I want to play.
Okay, the one kobold that it's covered in ice, you see has a very special headdress on it. The one directly behind the first one has a unique headdress, kind of like a little crown made of feathers and things.
Well, it's dead, right?
Yes, it's frozen to the ground.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to pry it up and take it over to the fire so I can take that headdress off and look at it.
Okay, it's a kobold made. I'm the leader of the pack kind of headdress.
Uh-huh.
So you bring it over to the fire. There it is.
I'm just interested. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And don't want it. Anybody else want it?
Nope.
So these things are 3 times as tall as a human. So they're a little bigger than Rudy would be.
Yetis.
Yeah.
Gotta make a good fur coat for you.
Can I skin that one?
Nice.
No, never mind. We don't have leather working.
Well, you can try. I will give you. I'm going to give it an. What would be a good one for that? You want to call it? Would it be? Since you're going to take your time, I'm assuming we'll call it sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's 5 points of healing for the ox. If it's still salvageable.
That's 28. I rolled a 28. I've got a +10 to my sleight of hand.
All right, so so the ox is going to need someone to also calm it down because it's freaked out. It just died and then is living again, and it doesn't know why. It died.
I'm near him, so I'll roll animal handling.
Okay,
I'll assist if that's possible.
Perfect. Yes, you guys can all do that. And you're going to have a pretty good pelt. Oh.
19 or 19.
19. On a 19 with that, you also are speaking the language of the ox. Well done, guys. You guys are speaking good ox tonight. And you managed to calm this thing down and it understands. But it's hurt. So it's not happy because it's chilled bad. Like you can see that there's still frost burns on it, on the pieces that are, still of its own non-reknitted back flesh that's been reknitted back because it was completely chilled and frostbitten off.
I'll go ahead and burn a 4th level cure wounds on it.
Oh, don't! I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds. I was just gonna ask I was gonna yell to everybody to come over to the fire, and I'll cast mass cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm just rolling the healing right now. Oh my god! 9 points of healing to everybody that's in range.
Everybody gets 9 points of healing. And the ox is back up to happy.
And now we have a Yeti pelt that we can put over the ox to keep it warm.
I'm fixing to put this Yeti pelt on the ox.
Yep.
Okay.
He now has a winter coat.
And does anybody have like firebolt or something like a fire-based cantrip?
I have a light.
I have control flames. I could use the fire that's already created and
to cure the back of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
go ahead and roll. Yeah. You have what? Sorry.
I have sacred flame.
Okay. Between the two of you, I'll let you both roll, or one of them roll a d20 with advantage. You pick one of you to do it.
I don't
You
care.
go ahead.
Okay.
I'll use your attack roll for that as well. Your spell attack roll. Whoever wants to roll it with advantage.
Mine's 3d8.
No, your spell attack roll.
My spell attack roll.
So whatever.
I have a +7 to mine.
So whatever your spell attack is.
Oh,
just
+9.
Yeah. Okay. So they probably
Then
let her do it.
You do it, yeah. Because
and it's just so that I want you just to roll and make sure you don't singe the pelt beyond repair.
So roll a d20.
Yes.
2d20, and roll with advantage, and then add +9 to it.
Watch her roll 2 ones and burn that thing to cinders.
No, I rolled a 20 and an 8.
That is a pristine cook on the back of that pelt that is ready to be sold in a shop. Right after he cuts it off the thing, she spends a couple minutes just gently running a flame over it, and Venturi's going no up here and just controlling the flames around it. Cooks the back of the thing. You go in the cold, and you can wear that pelt tomorrow.
Nice.
That's how it's done.
So
well done, guys.
Add a cured Yeti pelt to your inventory, Dine.
Yep. Cured Yeti pelt, and it's a cured abominable Yeti pelt, so it's quite a bit larger. It's enough to fit over your yak twice, basically.
We have a blanket and a yak.
And now your yak will roll with advantage. your yak will roll with advantage on further. That's cold weather your gear for a yak now. Okay. Or sorry, yak ox. Now it looks like a yak now with all the pelts on it.
Yakety yak, don't talk back.
Don't talk back. Exactly. Okay.
Not to mention that it smells like a Yeti. He won't get attacked.
And he smells it. He could get violated, but he's not going to get attacked. Yeah. Well, look, she's already bent over. Okay. All right. So, do you guys want to? I will let you guys go back and finish off your rest. Are you going to put up another hut again?
Yeah, I'll put the hut back up.
Okay. So the hut will go back up, and the rest of your next piece. You don't. So who's the last ones? That would be
Kajira and
Kajira and Venturi. Yeah, the same flittering sounds that you vaguely heard in the background in around that, and the shadows that you could see in the distance, they're not there anymore. So you're just seeing it's just all you're hearing is a
nice
of the blowing wind. But thankfully it's nice and cold and nice and toasty warm inside the hut, and you're like, it's good. Yeah. Nine's more like, oh, better like home.
Right.
And after a little bit of an extended time, so your watch went a little over. The light starts to come up over the mountainside. You can all take the effects of a long rest.
Thank gosh.
yay.
Whew, I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing that means that it's dawn.
It is dawn. It's more like 9 or 10 o'clock because the sun doesn't rise over top of there till about 8.
I had to roll my ring to get my slots back.
Okay.
And I got all 3 of them back +3, but that doesn't count.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you guys know you're nearing the top, but the air is a little thin up here. After you guys get your rest, you're feeling a little bit, but a little fatigued just from the altitude, and the air doesn't seem to have warmed up from the night before. It's still cold,
Bitterly cold.
Well, we had a nice warm sleep.
Yeah, and Anybody have actually? Can you roll Druidcraft? Roll D20, please.
Okay.
Just roll a D20. And as long as you get above a 5, we're okay.
I rolled a 5.
Look at you. You do your standard get up in the morning, go, okay, I'm going to Druidcraft and see what the hell's going on. And you realize there's a storm coming. And it's coming from behind you, and it's building. You know that you can feel that when you cast your spell.
Okay. I let everybody know that.
Hell.
Now, question.
So you know the next trek will only be a couple of hours at best. To the cleft in the mountain near the peak that's sheltered by the high walls of the cleft. That's where the storm giant keep should be.
Okay.
We should be able to.
I take some water and pour it in some cups for everybody and use Druidcraft to warm it up. That way we have a warm drink to drink while we're walking.
Okay.
Probably put some berries or something in it that I have on me.
Oh, frozen berry. This is a medieval smoothie.
Yeah. A warm medieval smoothie.
A warm medieval smoothie. Kind of like a hot toddy, but without the alcohol. All right. So
why'd everybody else get blueberries and I got rabbit berries?
It's hot chocolate. It even has floaters.
Oh. Exactly. All right. So to make sure. No, they have no interest in you whatsoever. I just ruined it. My God. I rolled 2 20s. Lost those. All right. So the you go for the rest of the mid morning as you approach noon. You guys can see that when you get into the cleft of the mountains, as you sort of the storm is not getting past the sides. It's more swirling around the top of the mountain as you're ascending, and it hasn't affected where the keep is. The keep is situated with a naturally neutral part where it doesn't get a lot of snow and doesn't get a lot of wind in there. So you're sheltered from it as you get closer and closer to the keep. You guys can see the ruins of the keep in the distance. Okay. Okay.
As we're traveling, Venturi just asks, does anybody remember why we're coming to this keep?
It's possible.
Didn't Ray ask us to?
I don't think it was Ray. I think the dragon told us that this is where we would find the dude or something.
Ah.
I just don't remember. This
and
cold is...
And out of your pocket, Gazrim says, "You've done well. I told you to come here." What do you?
Well, I'm pretty sure you told me to go to the cave, but
we went to the first place, or to the last place that he was meant to be, or said to be. Now we know where he is. He's supposedly hiding out here somewhere.
Oh,
just take your time. If we encounter something, I might be able to help you with it. But I can feel that there's something odd. It's a feeling I haven't felt in years, possibly 30 or 40 years.
That's par for the course.
Victoria, what you doing in your pocket?
I'm sorry. I just like to walk around with a genie in my pocket.
Well, you hear it from the book. Okay.
If there's a genie in my pocket, you want to see?
I have a genie in my pocket. Let me show you. No.
Yeah, I like to call it Will Smith. Oh, sorry.
You need the key. My wife's been there.
So you prefer a masculine genie in your pocket?
Okay. As you guys get, oh jeez, really, that's what you're gonna go with. Okay. So same order you said, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm not naming my genie Latifah, okay?
Wow.
even though it may be a queen.
Okay, so as you guys get closer, you can see in the distance, you can see that the ruins of the Cloud Giant Keep sit in a frozen, naturally formed cleft in the mountain near the peak. Sheltered by the high walls of the cleft, the ruins are not subject to the strong winds, but it's still very, very cold up here. What was likely a truly impressive structure with 6 or more floors in height is now frozen rubble. Only the first floor of the castle and part of the second floor are visible. The surrounding rubble is scattered in a way that suggests that possibly a tornado may have been responsible for it. Everything on the keep, as you can see, was sized for cloud giants. The doorways are approximately 25 feet tall, and the doors set in them are made of thick, bleached wood that you can see from even this distance has started to rot. The typical ceiling of the first floor is about 30 feet in height.
Well, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Much of the second floor above that is open to the sky.
Yeah, it looks like a tornado, but can you imagine a tornado getting cleft?
There's not little feet sticking out of it, is there?
No.
Oh, okay, so this was already here. It didn't fall from the sky or anything.
That's correct. Yes. Okay. So, I think right here, as you can see where you guys are, correct?
Yes.
Yep, correct.
We will end right here for tonight.
Awesome.
All right.
Good game, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on. If you have an Amazon Prime, make sure to use it on somebody. It doesn't have to be me. And
that guy.
we will.
This guy. He's worth it. He's worth it.